improvement, I guess. So
Yay, an improvement.
yeah.
Okay, so this is the second. Is it? When did I do a first one?
The first what?
Podcast. Is this the second one? Or have I done one before?
I don't know.
I don't.
Did
Whatever. I might have. Oops.
Okay.
So I'm here with this guy from Germany, whose name I can't pronounce.
You mean my nickname or my real name?
Your nickname.
Oh, okay.
I know I couldn't pronounce your real name.
Yeah, because people have trouble pronouncing my real name too. But yeah, I guess there are two ways to pronounce it. Some people say Shani, others say Shani, I think.
I alternate between both.
Yeah, I think it's okay to use both. I don't really mind.
It's not like your real name. It doesn't matter, does it?
No, exactly. So yeah, I guess.
So we've got a lot to talk about because I've been playing this for about 4 weeks now. And there's a few things that kind of bleed over from previous weeks, but a lot of this is the past week or two.
Yeah.
In terms of rumors to discuss, impressions on various things, predictions, which we're going to get to at the end because it's that time of the year. Oh boy, when I get no sleep. And that's if I want to watch Sony's press conference anyway, because that's always at 2 a.m. here.
Oh.
Yeah,
right. Makes sense.
Yeah. And also some stuff to go over from Nintendo's investor meeting as well, because some people are just never going to be satisfied.
Yeah.
So, the first topic is God of War. Came out on the 20th, it sold 3.1 million units, best-selling PS4 exclusive ever, highest rated PS4 exclusive ever. Well done.
Oh, that too.
You know, that's good.
Yeah.
You know...
Yeah, it got a lot of coverage, definitely.
It did get a lot of coverage. It was a very hyped up game from when they announced it.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's God of War. It's a different kind of God of War, and I do want to get it at some point.
Okay.
But the reason we're talking about it is because of something that people seem to get annoyed about. And it started off as like okay, I expect this, and then it very quickly, as each day went by, got people more and more annoyed. And that is patches.
Yeah, lots of them.
So the game launched with a pretty sizable day one patch. 2 of them.
Yeah.
And then we thought, okay, that'll be it. You know, because reviews came out for the game, there were no bugs, no real problems, a couple of frame rate issues on the PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
Which apparently sounds like a jet engine.
Yeah.
When you play this. But, you know, that was okay. But then, every day, literally every single day afterwards, patch. Patch.
111, 112, 130. I just have this list.
Yeah, it just kept going and going and going, and it was like, and people started asking, is this every time I turn my PS4 on? Because that's what it felt like, and I was watching this from the outside, and I was looking, and it's like, what the hell?
Yeah, at some point you start to wonder why, and what exactly are they patching?
What are they patching here? And it only says it's bug fixes and improvements, and it's like, well, first off, what bugs? Because nobody is complaining about bugs.
Yeah. It's basically like the Switch updates, the system updates, more stability and
some back-end stuff you don't see.
Yeah. I mean, people started even making jokes about it, so I guess they did the same with God of War, I guess.
But the fact it was every day.
Yeah, that's really strange.
Here's the thing, they say bug fixes and improvements, but in addition to people not noticing many bugs to begin with, these patches are all megabytes.
Yeah.
Like, paltry. What could you be fixing with that?
If there were any bugs, they have to be very obscure, otherwise people have noticed.
Yeah, people have noticed, and they have to be pretty small little things if they have just tiny, tiny patches. But then it got weirder, because it's like, hang on, you're doing these very, very small patches every single day.
Yeah.
Why don't you just wait? Because it's evidently not that serious.
Like other people do, just wait
and just
make
do one
patch.
Big patch.
Yeah.
And then they announced recently, there's more coming. And it's like, why?
Yeah.
Like, there's some things they're adding in, like the photo viewer mode and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay, maybe that.
And changing the text size. But then they said there's going to be more bug fixes. And I said, what are you fixing?
If it's not critical, why make so many smaller updates?
Like, I guess you really, really want this game to be polished. But the impression I got was it was already really polished.
Yeah, I mean, that's commendable if that's their goal. I don't know.
But at the same time, it's like, just do one half a gigabyte patch every
Yeah.
3 weeks or so.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's still better than other games developers where the patches come too late or
I'm still waiting for the Master Chief Collection to be patched. That came out 4
Yeah.
years ago.
Stuff like that. So it's
They said it's coming.
yeah, I mean, at least it's not like that, you know. But if there aren't any big bugs that people know about or report about, I don't know.
I mean, it
Makes
just
you wonder.
raises. It's like, it's not a bad thing, you know. You're fixing your game.
No, yeah,
Great.
exactly.
Your game was already exceptional from what I've seen. But thanks for making it
Yeah.
a little bit better.
That's
But
strange.
we're asking questions for a different reason. Not in a, why did it release like this way? We're asking a, what are you doing?
Yeah,
with this.
especially because the patch note I think didn't really mention anything specific.
No, it's
So
like, let's take another big game. Let's take Breath of the Wild, for instance.
Yeah,
That got
exactly.
a couple of patches, and then it stopped, and then it got another big one with language support and some frame rate fixes, and then it got another one later. You know, they didn't fix every little thing as they went.
Yeah, and you always knew what the patch does and why it's necessary, or what's the benefit of the patch. So, at least as a player, you always knew the purpose of it. So,
Yeah,
a bit more transparency maybe would help for God of War, I guess.
but the frequency is what throws me off.
Yeah, that's really
In
odd.
fact, this is typical of a train wreck game.
Yeah, if
but
it
it's
was,
not.
that would be understandable. But yeah, it's not. So
It's not. This is a good game.
Why?
So
Why is this necessary?
why is this necessary? Why didn't you just wait? You know, and it was the frequency that was annoying people more than anything. It's like, okay, this is ridiculous.
Is this the same studio that made the previous games?
Yeah, Sony
Probably,
Santa Monica.
And they didn't behave like this.
This is
last
new to me,
few
as far as I know.
Okay, okay. Interesting. I mean, if there was some bad experience with previous God of War games or something, that would be understandable to react like this. But
I don't know. What are you fixing?
yeah, why the need? Although I also read that Horizon Zero Dawn also had a lot of patches in the first weeks. Maybe it's I can't really relate it to that, but
I mean, if it happens with
Strange.
The Last of Us Part 2 and The Last of Us Part 3, otherwise known as Days Gone, next year, assuming The Last of Us Part 2 doesn't come out this year,
okay.
and let's say Death Stranding as well, if that's even a game,
Yeah.
we can assume it's just Sony's first party thing. They're just really, really
maybe.
thorough.
Yeah.
Almost to the point of annoyance.
Yeah, I mean, at least these are small patches, so it doesn't take long to update the game. when
No, but it all adds
you play
up.
it. Yeah,
I mean, I'd rather that than a, hey, you've got a 40 gigabyte patch to download. It's great.
yeah.
I'll go do something else for the rest of the day.
Yeah, that's true.
But speaking of patches, Dark Souls! Yay! I saw this and I was really excited.
Yeah.
And they kept showing it off, and it looked good. And they showed it off at PAX East, first playable show floor demo.
Yeah,
Here it is. Here's lots of footage of this game. It looks fine. It runs
Exactly.
fine. People went to Blighttown. It ran perfectly fine. There is
Yeah, at least.
no obvious problem. And then a month before the game was due to come out on Nintendo Switch and Switch only, delayed.
yeah,
And no one knows why.
yeah. That's the same problem. If they were a bit more transparent, or would just tell us what the
So-
reason is, or one reason maybe, or some vague reason.
Just something. So the reason the Dark Souls Twitter put out on the day they announced this delay was
Yeah.
due to the nature of causality, and I would like to point out
What?
a valid excuse for delaying your game is not because the fucking universe said so.
No, not really. That's because the causality is one of the most basic things. You can take that as a reason for it. No,
Like
that
the
makes no
universe
sense.
willed it, delayed.
Yeah,
It's like,
the
no,
universe told us.
no,
No.
you can't
That's
play the
odd.
Act of God card. But it may be something to do with the fact that it's not the same studio that's porting the other versions of the game.
Oh yeah, that could be one reason. Yeah.
But they
Still,
were confident
why-
enough to announce
Yeah.
it in a Nintendo Direct. It has had Nintendo-focused marketing. It has an
Exactly.
amiibo.
Yeah,
for some.
if they reach that point that they put
You
it
know.
into a direct, you can usually assume that it's good on track and
it has been Nintendo directly promoting this game.
Yeah.
And
So
even in
that's-
Europe, the physical version is being published by Nintendo.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yes.
that.
So people were saying maybe it's to do with the cartridges. And it's like, well, it wouldn't be
no.
because Nintendo's
That can't be.
publishing it.
Yeah, exactly.
They're footing the bill for it.
Yeah, if it was some third-party publisher, maybe, but
I mean,
but if
maybe
they're doing it
in
themselves,
America and Japan, where it's being published by Bandai.
yeah, maybe.
But in Europe, it's being published by Nintendo.
Mm.
At least at retail.
And even then, Nintendo could probably help them
Yeah.
if that was the problem.
So
Which it
it's like,
probably
that
is.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But they were confident enough to show it at PAX East, and everyone was coming away with is 1080p, 30 frames per second.
Mhm.
That is a significant upgrade over the previous version.
Exactly.
This is fine. It actually runs at 30 frames per second.
Yeah. So what? I mean, they found some game-breaking bug or something really, really bad.
It would
I
have to
don't
be one hell of a game-breaking bug.
know. Yeah, it has to be. Or they came up with that. That's not likely to come up with a new feature that late in the process. That's
No.
unrealistic.
I mean, some people are saying it's because of the online service, because the network
But
test was
what's-
delayed as well.
But does it really have to do something with the game? I can't imagine.
I don't know. But of course, we're finding out about Nintendo's online service soon,
Yeah, of course.
potentially tomorrow. So
That will be interesting
if
too.
that rumor is true, I don't think it is, because that leak had a little
Yeah.
too much,
Yeah,
a little too much fanboyism on it.
exactly.
But you know, maybe there's a rumor going around that it's going to involve Microsoft,
Oh, really? Okay.
at least in a crossplay capacity, because
Well, that would make some sense.
I suppose we can segue into the Nintendo Investors meeting. So they said they're going to announce in early May the online service. Finally,
Yeah, exactly.
released in September. And they also said the Switch has sold really well. You know, Mario Kart 8
definitely
Deluxe has
has.
outsold Mario Kart 8, but nobody wants ports, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Kirby sold really well, Xenoblade sold well, ARM sold well, 1-2 Switch for some reason sold well.
Yeah.
No, they have 12
Why
1
not?
million sellers already.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have definitely a lot of those.
We're on the up and up. You know, the Switch is good. Fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
Keep making money. But
Yeah,
they said
sure.
the online service info is coming in May. And
So,
would that impact Dark Souls? Not
I don't know. I mean, I haven't
really.
played it, and never played it, but from what I know about it, I can't really imagine.
I don't think it would, but it
Yeah.
maybe. I guess.
Who knows?
But it hasn't really stopped everything else.
Exactly, so why this game?
Like Rocket League and NBA.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also waiting for the Rocket League patch to finally have full crossplay. But even
yeah,
then,
the
the
full
crossplay
crossplay
doesn't
edition.
work, so,
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, it works fine now, but it'd be great to have the
Yeah.
full crossplay,
yeah, exactly.
which they're
but,
planning for everything now.
yeah, but
Except
it's
PS4.
basically working fine, so shouldn't be that much of a problem. I think.
It's not an issue, to
Yeah.
my knowledge. But then, kind of
don't know.
going into Nintendo's investors meeting about their online service, they said they
Yeah.
want to position it as a very attractive thing.
Yeah, they said that.
And it's like, okay, but with your track
but-
record,
And what exactly do they mean by attractive anyway?
for you, for investors, for us.
Oh, yeah, yeah, exactly. Because that could be. it
So
could
we
mean a
already
lot
know
of
it's going to
different
be
things.
$20 a year.
Yeah, which is from a price point, it is attractive. Let's say that
That is a good
for
price.
the user. Yeah,
You
it's
know,
not
I
too
can
much.
swallow that pill a lot easier than I can pay enough.
Exactly. I was against that move from the beginning, but 20 years is fine for me. And then I think
It's like here in the UK, it's like $17.99.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's
that's not a lot.
Whatever.
Yeah,
You know, we do
Just
that
like
every
PS2.
September. Sure.
exactly.
But then I had to ask, like, what could you do? Because evidently we can't have voice chat through the Switch itself
Mm-hmm.
unless you add Bluetooth headset support.
Which would be awesome because
That would be nice.
I mean, not even for voice chat, just for playing with headphones. That would be really great.
I mean,
I'm doing that with everything else.
the phone app is fine.
Yeah,
I mean, especially as a companion app. As a companion app, just look at Splatnet 2. It's like,
exactly. Splatoon 2 could be its own app, basically.
Yeah, it's like, if you want to do more companion app stuff,
sure,
for specific games, granted, we still, to this day, only have one game on there.
Exactly.
Which tells me that app ain't sticking around.
Or at least they didn't think it through. I mean,
the app
what else
may
is there
stick around just as like kind of an option.
They
Because
could
you can
maybe
like control parties from your phone without having to go into system menus and stuff.
Yeah. They could maybe add something with Smash. I don't know.
Maybe.
Although
let's be 100% honest. The online service is launching next to Smash Brothers.
Yeah, exactly.
So, if they want to say this is an attractive service, show a 4v4 match online in Smash Brothers with no lag.
Yeah.
Just do that, and you will sell it. Because Brawl, we don't talk about Brawls online.
No,
ever.
Not really. Yeah.
May it rest in peace, but it was horrible. Smash 4,
really
1v1, fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
4v4, not fine.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about the lag in that mode.
Yeah, but 1v1, it was generally okay. You know, not perfect for a fighting game, but it was serviceable.
Yeah.
If they could show a 4v4, a four-way match, just going at it with no lag, that would be fine.
I wonder, how did I realize online mode Smash? Is it P2P or are they dedicated servers?
It's P2P.
Yeah, okay, just like Splatoon.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe if they use another method.
If they make a dedicated service.
Yeah, maybe they could achieve that. But so far they haven't. I mean, they could have done that a few years ago. They didn't, so I don't know what the reason is, but...
I mean... Okay, ultimately, for the online service, what I expect is some way to do voice chat through the system itself, or something else. There's something else I'll come to in a moment, because it ties into a leak I want to discuss.
Oh, okay.
And, I mean, we already have cross-platform pay, so that's... keep that's fine. Fuck you, PS4. Yeah. But just keep this little cycle going, and just make it a... Honestly, at this point, I just want it to work.
Yeah, of course.
Because now I'm paying for it.
Yeah. I mean, they could do some improvements, but I don't see that coming like dedicated service, obviously. But the question is, what other improvements could they bring with that, with the online service?
I mean, I don't mind friend codes. I know a lot of people do.
Yeah,
but I don't because it means because that means that people just can't add me by my username.
Yeah.
Which, gotta say now, thank you. Because I've seen PS4 where you can't even change your username.
Yeah, especially because of that. Yeah.
Reason?
I mean, one thing the Switch is lacking, but I don't think they will add it, is you can't really interact with other players. You can't write them, you can't chat with them. Before you had Miiverse, you could. Yeah, I think that's something that's lacking, because sometimes you might want to communicate or ask them, hey, we want to play something together, one of your Switch friends or so. I don't know if they will add that, because they already had that on the Wii U with the Miiverse, so maybe they don't want it.
What they've kind of done, we've seen it with Splatoon 2, is they've kind of moved Miiverse into Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah, exactly, they did that, yeah. But the thing is, you when you're online on your Switch and you want to, let's say you want to play with someone, you see they're online too, you would have to go on Twitter and write them a message there, and then how can you know they will even see that message, because maybe they're already in some game. So I think that's not
Rocket
really
League lets you send invites.
Yeah, exactly. Rocket League does that, yeah, but that's the exception so far.
So
invites would be also good.
Invites would be good. I think invites are going to be there. But the thing is, so this leak I saw that was on GameFAQs of all things, and they said come back May 7th. So as soon as it hits May 8th on the west coast of the US, as soon as in California, it's the 8th of May. If that post isn't right, invalidate everything. So they said, this is going to tie back into the Twitter and Facebook thing, that voice chat will be handled through an existing service.
Like Facebook.
Like Discord.
Oh, yeah, Discord, of course, yeah.
This leak said Discord is the current popular choice.
Of course it is.
And people have pointed out Microsoft has already integrated Discord into Xbox.
Oh, they did?
Yeah,
Oh.
you can. It's only a visual thing now, so it can just show you what Xbox games you're playing
Yeah.
as your little status message.
Yeah, but that would be a great step forward.
But the thing is, Discord already offered Nintendo this.
Yeah, no.
Do you think if they took it? Because think
think
about it.
not.
Wouldn't it be great if you could talk to someone on another system while you're playing
Yeah.
against each other?
Yeah, that would be awesome. I mean,
And
Discord,
Discord
would
would
be
facilitate
solution for that. Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Now, that's what the rumour says. Now, is that gonna be what happens? Probably not. But that would be the
Don't think so.
best
I mean,
outcome.
with Nintendo's track record.
Then again,
I mean,
with
especially-
Nintendo's past year and a half of doing really weird, very
Yeah.
smart things, maybe.
I don't know. I mean,
Like, if you had told me I'd have Master Chief in Minecraft on my Nintendo Switch, and I'd be signed into Xbox Live on my Nintendo Switch,
Yeah.
and I'd be playing with Xbox players on my Nintendo Switch, I would have said you're
would've-
insane.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, Discord's integration doesn't seem so far-fetched, but the thing is, there are a lot of things in Nintendo's history that didn't seem far-fetched, but they just didn't want to do it, or I don't know.
Yeah, they kind of.
Yeah, but maybe with the new leadership, I mean, maybe that might change. Who
I
knows?
don't know, because we're in this weird position now
Yeah,
where.
it's kind of a limbo.
See, I would be okay with that, because here's the thing people don't understand. Is they say they want voice chat through their system. I have
Yeah.
to ask, why do you want your system's bandwidth and CPU
Yeah,
taking up voice chat?
that's a good question.
It's not
Although-
much, but it's also
Yeah.
not optimal. Especially in something like Splatoon, where you will have 4 people shouting at each other in different languages.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely need a mute option like in every other
Yes.
online game, of course. And
Because-
yeah, that's a good question. I wonder how much bandwidth it actually takes. I mean,
Not
we
much,
know
you're
that the
sending
Switch
voice.
has limited resources regarding that, but
Like, the
I don't
Switch
know.
OS is so already ridiculously streamlined
yeah,
to fit into less than a gigabyte of RAM. You know,
exactly.
how much more can they add? Probably a lot, because this is Nintendo.
Yeah, they'll have some tricks up their sleeves, I guess.
They are literal wizards.
Yeah,
You can't tell me the
something.
guys in suits. No, they are the guys in starry little jackets
With a magic wand.
with a magic wand. So,
Yeah.
I could see Discord working, because then
Definitely.
it keeps it separate from the Switch, like Nintendo obviously wants.
Yeah.
But you also have to realize, most gamers already use Discord for this anyway.
Exactly. So
Like,
what
even
would
on
be the
PS4
benefit?
and Xbox One, if you want to play with your friends,
Yeah.
you most likely are using Discord,
Nowadays, definitely.
because
It's
easy.
just so convenient.
You know, like for most, you know, I don't want to say casual gamers because I hate that term. For
Yeah,
most non-core gamers, sure,
Yeah.
through the system for your game of FIFA, whatever.
Yeah.
But for like Splatoon or Rocket League, it's Discord.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's basically a no-brainer for me, and probably for a lot of other people as well.
So I could see them doing that, and just to have the
Yeah.
crossplay there is a benefit. I'd love that.
I think it would be a great decision. Don't know if they'll do it, but I would
And that's why
definitely,
it's not going to happen.
Yeah, exactly, because it would be so great that they won't do it.
They won't do it.
No, I don't know. I hope they do it.
I hope so too, but at the same time. So I'm
And
just going
Nintendo,
to
so
pull up this room about the rest of the online.
yeah,
So they're saying they're revealing it tomorrow, May 7th. Doubt it. But if it happens, hey, great. They did say early May. It'd
Yeah,
be nice
sure.
for Nintendo to be on time for once.
that would be awesome.
Service apparently goes live on September 24th, which is a Monday,
Yeah,
which
Okay.
makes me think Smash will launch the week after.
yeah. That's
Because let's
sounds
be
about
100% real. Smash is launching in September.
right. Yeah,
So it says voice chat through Discord. Exclusive eShop discounts, we already knew that was going to be a part of it.
yeah, of course.
And a Games with Gold PlayStation Plus like service where retro games are given to people every month and are allowed to keep
Yeah.
the games as long as they have the service. We also knew that was already a thing.
Exactly.
So with the exception of the voice chat thing,
yeah, what's
we already knew all this.
What else? Yeah. Question if they are there any other things they could add? I don't know anything. No idea.
I don't know.
I mean,
I really don't know.
did Sony and Microsoft add anything else? I think not. Or did they? When they introduced their services, I mean.
PlayStation Plus, you just get the free games every month.
Exactly, like Rocket League.
And online.
Yeah.
Oh, and you also get some cloud storage.
Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, cloud saves. That would be really awesome if they include that.
I expect they will.
Because yeah,
they're just trying to find a way to make it hack-proof.
Yeah, of course. That's because although they can't make it hack-proof. We already seen that.
Yeah,
it's hackable, even with the browser being hidden. I think that's. I think Nintendo just have to realize that you can't make everything hack-proof. It's just not possible.
They did with the SNES Classic. They just
of course,
you do that.
Course. And then people found a way to play other games on it. But still, I think they're limiting their device by thinking they could prevent all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just like with the browser, I would love to have a browser or a YouTube app or something, or even a Twitch app. I mean,
well, yeah.
If you want to watch something when they're not playing, I don't know. I mean, we have seen a few apps come to the Switch.
We've seen Hulu in America.
Yeah, Hulu.
And Nico Nico in Japan.
Yeah, and this Korg gadget, I recently bought it. Although it sadly doesn't have a real export option, but still, I could see them add more apps. I mean, not Nintendo themselves, but others. Or Discord could also just be an app.
Discord could just be an app, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I guess there are a few other examples you could add.
Okay, so the other part of this rumor about the online stuff is that they're ditching Virtual Console.
I wouldn't be sad about that, to be honest.
No, this is the thing people need to ask.
Yeah.
If Virtual Console wasn't there, would you miss it?
Would it be? Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. And I personally wouldn't because I never was so fond of it, but I know that a lot of people care about it. So.
I only liked it because it got me games that were never released here.
Exactly, that's
I'm
great.
Too young to know.
Mm-hmm.
Or in the case of the Wii U, actual games to play.
Yeah.
But on Switch...
But other than that...
I mean, I'd like portable Mario 64.
Yeah, but if I really wanted, I could play it...
anywhere else.
Yeah.
You know...
It's not that much of a problem.
If you do a system you haven't done before, then by all means.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, if it comes to these classics, you could probably play them on your smartphone. I can play them on my PC. I can play them on the Wii U, of course, also. And I think the 3DS has a few.
The 3DS
remakes.
has NES, Game Boy Color, Game Gear.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, sure, they can add Virtual Console, but if they don't, I wouldn't care. But the question is, how will the majority of users respond?
So you know we have Sega Ages coming, right?
Yeah.
Which is going to get me to buy Sonic 1 again.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have Arcade Archives already. So what this rumor says is that they're going to do something called Nintendo Classics instead.
You mean as a release?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
games offered through this banner, like Sega Ages, like Arcade Archives,
are
going to be much cheaper than they were before. Thank God.
That would be awesome.
And it's going to launch with NES and Game Boy Advance games in August.
Okay.
And then SNES and N64 games made available late 2018, early 2019.
They could definitely do that. Although I mean, if they're continuing with some kind of Virtual Console releases, even if they're packed together as a pack, they would basically still do the same as they did before with the Wii U. I mean, how about GameCube games?
Yeah, exactly. You know, I'd like some GameCube games, thank you. I'd like to be able to record those.
We had everything else, but not the GameCube so far. We had Game Boy Advance, which was awesome because I had never had one, so I got to play a few games on my Wii U with it. But
DS, Wii.
Yeah, DS. Also DS and N64, of course, but never any GameCube games.
Never GameCube. Yeah, GameCube's been the weird
There
one.
are a few gems on the GameCube that could be re-released.
Oh yeah, you put Luigi's Mansion on the Switch. It doesn't even have to be a remake. You could just put the GameCube version up. People will buy it.
Yeah, or Eternal Darkness, F-Zero.
Eternal Darkness, F-Zero.
What else?
Paper Mario Thousand Year Door.
Oh yeah, I loved Soul Calibur on the GameCube. Although I don't think that will. Yeah, too. Yeah, but I don't think that will be re-released. But yeah, there are definitely some games that could be.
I mean,
returning.
It'd be nice. You know, I expect them to do something like Arcade Archives or Sega Ages.
Yeah, it
Just
would
have
make
like
sense.
a label and just release the games individually.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they did something similar with the Super NES Mini, just as a separate device, but you could do the same
Yeah.
as a software release. It's not that much
It's not
different.
that different, is it?
Yeah,
Um,
basically the same.
so the other thing from Nintendo's investor meeting, apart from the new president
Yeah,
in June,
yeah,
is the 3DS is not dead.
yeah,
And this pissed people off.
yeah. Some people.
Some people, because there has been, ever since the Switch came out, specifically when it launched, people were
Yeah.
calling for the death of the 3DS.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I did too, but I think my stance has changed since then because it doesn't really make a difference if they kill it or not, as long as it's still successful. I mean,
If they kill it now, investors
Yeah.
will be pissed.
exactly, because they're still making profits.
They're
with
still
it.
making money on it. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Now, they said they're going to continue to support the 3DS.
Yeah,
Now, that could mean
until
we're just going to keep
2019.
selling it
Yeah,
with making a couple of new games. And when I say new games,
Exactly.
the engines have already been made, the assets are already made,
yeah. So it's
and
not really new.
because they're mostly remakes, the game design is already
Exactly.
done.
Yeah,
We can
So
have a
it's
team
not-
of 10 people throw it together.
exactly. It doesn't take that much of effort or resources.
Yeah. So all the people saying it's taking away resources from the Switch,
Yeah,
yeah,
that was my
like
main
10
concern.
people not currently working on a Switch game.
hmm
Like Grezzo
No,
is
like,
doing Luigi's Mansion on the 3DS. And it's like, okay, the
Exactly.
engine's already been made by Next Level, the assets have already
Yeah.
been made by Next Level. The game
Yeah,
has
or
already been a
the-
game.
The Metroid game, what was it called? The last one?
Samus Returns.
Or
It's a
some,
remake
yeah,
of Metroid 2.
exactly. Yeah. Although I would have liked to have that one on Switch too.
Yeah, I would because Metroid. But
Yeah.
you know, unless a 3DS game comes out that's like, what? Then
Yeah, exactly.
you know, that'll make me turn my head. But right now it's
Yeah.
just games that already exist.
Yeah.
Like
or-
WarioWare Gold is a compilation, Luigi's Mansion, remake, Bowser's Inside Story, remake.
Yeah.
You're not missing
So, as long as just titles like these, I don't care.
Mhm.
Not really.
I mean, I'll still pick them up, but you know, ultimately, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But the thing I was always saying about the 3DS is that people, when the Wii U was first announced, not released, announced, the Wii pretty much stopped,
More or less, yeah.
and
More than
that pissed people off. Like, because as soon as the new system was on the horizon, the previous one stopped existing,
Yeah,
and that annoyed people. And it's like, so you want that to happen now? Am I following your logic here? Because you say, why did you kill this system too soon? Why is this one not
Yeah.
dead yet?
Exactly. So it's exactly the opposite of what they done before.
And are you stupid enough to think they're going to throw away 70 million users?
Yeah, that's the thing. If they really have so many active users, it would be stupid to just.
I mean, they
Not
said
support it anymore.
they want to sell 4 million 3DS units this year.
That sounds.
That's
like a
not
lot.
a lot. You know, they know
What-
it's trailing off at this point, pretty much.
Yeah, of course, that's true. How many did they sell in the last few years? Do you know?
We're at 70 million now. I think it only sold like 4 million last year.
Okay.
Let's see.
Here. 2017, 7.2. Before it was 6.7. 2015 was 8. Oh, and 2014 was 12 million. Okay. So it's kind of stable since 2015.
Yeah,
More or
it's
Just
pretty good. So, you know, here's the thing. I've been championing this since they announced the 2DS XL.
Mhm.
You have got what Sony positioned the PS2 as when the PS3 was new, and what they
Yeah.
positioned the PS3 as when the PS4 was new, and what Microsoft
the
did with
Wii
the
Mini.
360 when
Yeah.
the Xbox One was new, and the Wii Mini when the Wii
Yeah.
U was new. You have got this thing called
Exactly.
a budget system.
Yeah, for
It
late
is.
adopters.
Cheap to make. It is pretty much pure profit, especially the 2DS original with a game
Yeah.
bundled for like £70.
Yeah.
Like
Definitely.
that is, you're getting a free system with
for
that game,
not a lot of
basically.
money. Yeah.
You know, and they actually said this in an investors meeting. Switch is not at the point where it is one per person; it is one per household.
Yeah, that's true.
When we get to the point where parents will buy their kids their own Switch each in a relatively short span of time, then the 3DS stops. And it's like,
Yeah, but it's too expensive now for that, I think.
exactly. What they've done,
unless they're really rich.
is what they've also was what Sony's also done with the PS4 Pro and Microsoft's done with the Xbox One X. You have your full price premium system.
Yeah.
You then have your budget system, the entry level system, the one you can give your kids and don't worry if it breaks.
Exactly. That's what it's for. The 2DS
as soon as the Switch comes down in price, they'll probably phase out entirely the original 2DS. And then just move the new 2DS XL's price down to that level. And then when the Switch drops in price again, the 3DS will be gone.
I could see them do that soon. I don't know.
It's going to be by the end of 2019, I think.
Yeah.
You know, but that's the thing. They know that the Switch is not at that point.
Yeah, not yet, at least.
So what they've got to do is have a budget option with all these games. And just
especially
if little Timmy comes to you and says, I want Pokemon for Christmas, and you think, okay, that's a $300 Nintendo Switch and a $60 game, and then his sister says she wants the same thing.
Yeah.
Or do you go out, do you get a 2DS for both of them and a copy of Pokemon Sun and Moon,
and just spend a fraction of that money?
Just spend. Honestly, if I look now on Nintendo's UK store, and it was going to come out to like half the price of the Switch, just on its own. Hang on, consoles, the original 2DS. There is a Mario Kart, a blue and black new Nintendo 2DS with Mario Kart 7, £80.
Okay.
The Nintendo Switch is £280.
Oh, that's a lot more.
Yeah, it's like, what are you gonna do for little Timmy? You're gonna buy him that.
Wow. Yeah, the 2DS XL is 140 euros, and the old one is like 95. Yeah, on Amazon.
So no joke, they have a build your own bundle here on the UK store. So I'm gonna build a Nintendo 2DS original cheese wedge bundle.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go 2DS, blue and black with Mario Kart 7.
Yeah.
And I've got all these Nintendo Select releases here. Let's see. What would be a good... Let's just say Super Mario 3D Land.
Yeah, sure.
So, £94.99.
Wow.
That's... You could buy two of those.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
No, it isn't.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely reasonable if you want to buy your kids something. So.
Hell, actually, let's build a new 2DS XL bundle. Let's get the blue black and turquoise one, Pokemon Ultra Moon, an Articuno case, a Yoshi amiibo, and a screen cover. £175.
Wow. 175. How much did you say is the Switch right now?
280.
Yeah, so about 100 more.
Yeah, so you're gonna, get little Timmy and his sister that bundle each sold. That's what it's for.
And the thing is, which probably adds to that, is the Switch is selling so well right now. See the price drop soon.
It's gonna get a holiday price cut around Black Friday.
I think.
Well, yeah, it didn't last year, and it still outsold the PS4 and Xbox One in America.
Yeah, exactly.
I think this year it will down to like $250.
Yeah, of course they could.
And I think next year permanent price drop to $250.
Maybe.
Because by this time next year they want to have nearly 40 million units out there.
Of course they want that. Yeah.
That's when you cut the price.
Yeah, that's true.
But
yeah, maybe they do that. Although before they only did that when they hadn't sold enough, so
yeah,
I wasn't really sure. Yeah, like what they did with the 3DS shortly after the release.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, that's people want the 3DS to die, and it's like it's not going anywhere. They'd be absolutely insane to kill it now.
Yeah, especially with that user base and that library of games.
Yeah, what's actually funny. This drove me mad. I actually mentioned this in the article I wrote back in last December and recently republished, because look at that, I was right. It's the budget system.
Yeah, it is.
there were people, usually Pokemon fans, saying, I don't want to have to upgrade to the Switch. Why can't they just keep making games for the 3DS? And I'm sat here going, have you not followed Pokemon before?
Yeah.
Because you had to upgrade from the Game Boy to the Game Boy Color to the Game Boy Advance to the DS to the 3DS and now to the Switch.
Yeah, or basically any game series.
Any game series ever.
That's normal, yeah.
This was the appropriate reaction when the Super Nintendo first came out. And people were asking, why do I have to buy this new thing to play these new games? You know?
Yeah, because it
But
was
that
the first time.
the first time it happened.
Yeah.
You know,
Now?
now it's like, you should expect this. And plus, the 3DS has had, what, 7 years now? 7 years old?
Yeah.
You know,
And it
this
also
will
has
only
a
go on
backlog
as long
of
as it can at this point, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, look how long the
7 years
PS2
is
went.
a lot. How long did it go?
The last game it got was Pro Evolution Soccer 14.
Oh, okay.
A
Well,
month before the PS4 came out.
yeah, that's a long time.
Let that sink in. The PS2 is still getting games just before the PS4 released.
Well, the Wii is also still getting games.
The Wii is also still getting just... I swear to God, if Ubisoft announces
Yeah.
Just Dance 19 for the Wii.
That's crazy, but I mean, people are buying it, otherwise they wouldn't sell it.
People are buying it. There were reviews on Amazon from last month for Just Dance 18 on the Wii.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Why not?
And it's like,
If people are enjoying it,
okay.
I don't have to like it or buy it.
It can't be that expensive to make either.
No, it can't be.
So the Ubisoft's just rolling in the money.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the
just amazing
3DS
that it
isn't going
works.
to die. The
Yeah,
3DS
not so
will
soon.
die.
It
Not
will
yet.
die when it has to, but
It'll die
before that.
when it can't sell anymore.
Exactly.
When the Switch becomes the more attractive offer at a lower
Yeah,
price for everybody.
everyone. Yeah.
Okay, next thing. Oh, good. We get to talk about
Uh,
Call of Duty.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Woohoo! Call of Duty. Shooty shooty bang bang.
Yeah.
So Black Ops 4, a highly anticipated game, obviously,
Like always.
but it's not going to have single player,
Yeah, which is really strange.
which is really strange. But at the same time, I think that saves money, which is why they're doing it. At that
Probably,
point,
yeah.
what's the point of calling it a Black Ops game?
Yeah, that's a good question though, yeah. I mean, they could probably just streamline it to I don't know, Call of Duty period.
Just call it Call of Duty
Whatever.
18.
Just some number. Yeah, 18, yeah, like FIFA, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, just do the FIFA thing.
That
You know
would
what, I
be
actually think
more
it might be the
honest
18th
at
Call of
this
Duty game.
point. I think, they could probably do it and get away with it.
I think it might be the 18th Call of Duty game.
It is? Oh, that would be
It might.
more fun.
Hang on.
Huh.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah.
So, we got the World War II games. There is 4 of those.
Mm-hmm.
Then Modern Warfare is 4 games. Black Ops is
Yeah.
now 5 games.
Huh.
So 4, 8, 5, that's 13, 16.
16, no, okay, that's close.
Then if we start including stuff like Black Ops Declassified, Black Ops DS,
Oh yeah, of course, then yeah,
then we're
definitely more.
well over.
Yeah.
There was a game on the N gauge? What the...
Really?
Apparently.
I had one once.
There was a Call of Duty game on the N gauge?
Funny. Apparently there
PSP,
was.
DS, iOS, Vita, iOS.
Hmm.
There's one.
Interesting.
There was one on the N gauge?
Yeah, just look at which one.
I'm trying to
was
find out which one that was. Who the hell puts the
I think I found the first one.
first one was on the N?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
interesting. I don't
Alright,
know
I
about
didn't
it.
know there was a Nokia game on the N gauge. Nokia game on the N gauge, of course there was.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah,
I only
most-
played the second one, I think, and Modern Warfare 1. So basically, Call of Duty 4. Yeah,
Yeah, Call of Duty 4 World War.
yeah. Huh.
So no single player, but it will still have zombies, the multiplayer, and guess what? A battle royale mode.
So it basically has no single player, but everything that's somehow hyped or otherwise popular.
So it has the bit that people actually play the game for.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when I played Modern Warfare, back then. I played the single player, and I think I even played it multiple times, and barely touched the multiplayer.
But the multiplayer is where most of the game is.
Yeah, exactly. I realized that a lot later.
That
At that point, I wasn't that interested anymore. Yeah, and zombies. But yeah, I guess it makes sense from how the people
From
play it
Activision's
nowadays.
point of view.
Yeah, of course, that too.
And you know,
But,
this game, with
yeah.
just a Battle Royale mode, because of course they need to cash in on that,
Of course,
a
because everyone is playing it right now. Question is, how long will they?
and multiplayer and zombies, they're going to charge $60 for that.
Yeah, sure.
But
I think
it's also
kind
going to
of a
have
shame.
DLC. It's also going to have microtransactions.
Yeah, of course.
And
As
it's going to have a
always.
lot less cost in development
Probably.
because they're not going to be hiring as many celebrities.
No.
They're not going to be making a single player campaign. There's not going to be loads of voice acting.
Yeah, they can save money with that. But I think it's still think it's a pity because I don't know. Even a game like Splatoon that is multiplayer focused has a single player campaign, and there are some people who just play the single player and love it. And I guess similarly with Call of Duty. I don't know.
There is.
It's just
a strange move.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, the developers of Battlefield 5 are rubbing their hands right now
yeah, of course.
because they're going to have a single player campaign.
Yeah, I don't know. I can understand why they do it, but I still think it would be better if they included it. It's not like they are making a loss or anything with it.
No, it's
So
it's
I
Call of
could
Duty.
afford
Come
it.
on.
Yeah, they could put whatever they want in it and still make a profit. So
They could put a turd in the box and it would sell.
exactly. So it's a strange move, definitely.
But you want to talk about stranger moves? Black Ops 4 will be on the Nintendo Switch. Sort
Yeah,
of.
that's
Not really.
although. Yeah, not really exactly. Yeah, although that's not really surprising with the success, of course.
No, but what is surprising is the fact it's so half-assed. At the same time, though,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Wii
yeah.
had like single-player only Call of Duty games.
That is really surprising, yeah, if you compare it to that.
It's like that I could understand because the Wii compared to the 360 and the PS3, it's like okay.
Yeah, of
But
course.
the Switch compared to the Xbox One or PC, you could put the entire game there.
You could definitely.
There's
do
no
that, of
single
course.
player. It's just multiplayer, zombies,
Yeah,
battle royale.
yeah. Even with a single player, it shouldn't be a problem to make
No.
it work.
To make it work, you just have to downgrade it a bit.
Yeah, but others did the same and it worked perfectly. So why shouldn't it work with Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no reason for that.
But you know what's really bad? Okay, so this comes into something we're going to be talking about later.
Yeah.
Actually, I suppose we can talk about this rumor now because none of this is real.
What?
They're going to sell a Switch version of Black Ops 4 that is just a battle royale mode for $60.
Yeah.
Let that sink in. And then, but the rumor is, this is coming from the same rumor that talked about the online service and all that sort of stuff, which may or may not be true as of tomorrow.
We'll see.
They said Black Ops 4 Battle Royale is coming to Switch with crossplay with PC and Xbox One.
Which would work, of course.
Which would work, of course.
Yeah.
Now, why that is a huge deal is because there's a certain Sony website I'm quite fond of, and they were saying
imagine which
crossplay
one.
isn't a big deal because, sure, it's just Minecraft and Rocket League now, but big companies aren't going to do it. If Black Ops 4 does it,
Yeah.
if the biggest brand
Exactly.
of third-party game out there now
Yeah.
does crossplay and PS4 is not involved, that will turn heads.
I think so too. Yeah. It should turn heads.
It's like if
I mean-
they can say, look, this mode has crossplay,
Yeah.
but PS4's not in it.
Yeah, that doesn't look good.
When it's
Not
Call
in
of Duty.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
if it was
their
some obscure
reasoning for
title,
saying-
okay, but it's Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If
So
they were
millions of
saying
people will
they're not
notice.
doing it because they don't need to and the big games won't do it because there's no reason for the big games to do it. And it's like, oh, if the big games start doing it.
Apart from their official reason, which was, I think,
Which one?
Microsoft, or one of those bullshit reasons. But I think one that stuck with me was, I think, with Minecraft, was that Microsoft and Nintendo can't ensure the security of
Their users.
underage
And then the
players.
interviewer just returns with, but Nintendo.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like Nintendo or Microsoft would care about kids? No, of course not. Only Sony does. So it's really a bullshit reason.
Hang on, I know the guy's name. His name's Jim Ryan.
Yeah.
And he is officially what I like to call the open mouth insert foot of Sony.
Okay.
So, it's certainly not a profound philosophical stance we have against it. We've done it in the past. We're always open to conversations with any developer or publisher who wants to talk about it. Unfortunately, okay, here's his first excuse. Unfortunately, it's a commercial discussion between ourselves and other stakeholders, and we're not going to get into the detail of it on that particular instance. And I can see your eyes rolling.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, because you just pulled the...
Yeah.
So he basically said, it's a commercial reason. And then he says, we've got to be mindful of our responsibility to our install base, exposing what in many cases are children to external influence. We have no ability to manage or look after it. It's something we have to think about very carefully. And the guy just replies, that's his second excuse. The guy replies with, Nintendo.
Yeah.
Who would literally just say that word. And then he goes, yeah, this is his third excuse. Yeah, that's true. Everybody has to take their own decisions. We'll do that. Like I say, we have no philosophical stance against crossplay at all.
That
and it's
doesn't
like,
really say a lot.
Pick a side, man.
Yeah. It's really strange. I mean, it's basically like the thing. Yeah, we are the most successful right now. We don't have to. We
don't have to.
We don't want to.
But you're going to be doing it if the PS5 doesn't start off amazingly.
Yeah.
No, but here's the thing.
At some point, there might
developers want it.
Exactly.
The people Sony listen to make the PS4.
Yeah, they should pressure Sony into doing
and
that.
the people they are talking to make the PS5.
Yeah.
They are the ones who want it. Nintendo's official line is, if the developer wants it, we'll make it happen.
And that should be the line for everyone, I think. If the devs want
Microsoft's
it, why not?
line is, if the developer wants it, we will work with them to make it happen. That is the same as Nintendo's line.
Exactly.
Epic Games, the guys who make Unreal Engine, they want it.
And Fortnite. Yeah.
They made it happen. Accidentally. You know.
But still, yeah.
You know,
it's not such a big problem to do it. I mean,
no, it's not. It's not really a big deal.
Yeah, it's.
And here's the thing, right? Yes.
Yeah.
I could get Minecraft on the PS4, but none of my other friends who play Minecraft have it on the PS4.
Exactly.
They have it on PC, Xbox, Switch.
Yeah. So what's the point of getting it then?
So why would I get it on the PS4? Rocket League, same thing. All the people I know who play Rocket League are on other systems. That's why I have it on the Switch. That's why I didn't get it on the PS4.
Of course.
You know, I understand their reasoning is if you have a PS4 and your friend wants to play with you, they need to get a PS4. But here's the thing: a lot of people have more than one console.
Yeah.
If your friend has an Xbox One and you only have a PS4, you can't play
together.
You
won't get a PS4 for one game. No one would do that.
You know. But a lot of people have more than one system.
Yeah.
You're not going to restrict... You're not going to That's not how you do a walled garden.
Not really, no.
That's how you do a walled garden with a hole in the wall.
Yeah. And the thing is, I mean, the only ones who are suffering from this are the players and maybe the devs, but aren't those the people who they should care about the most? Apart from their own profits.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Sony's slogan for the players is bullshit. I've written at length about this.
Yeah. We know that, yeah.
It's fucking horseshit. It was true initially.
Yeah, maybe.
But then very quickly, as soon as they started to get further away from the Xbox One, it started to become apparent. It's like, no, it's not. You know, I can't wait for the PS5 launch when they announce it's $599 US. It's gonna happen again. I swear to God, if Sony gets that level of arrogant, they already think they're untouchable.
Yeah, that's. I think that's the main problem. That they think that. And
it's the same way they felt with the PS2.
Of course.
And look what happened.
And it can happen again, definitely.
It will happen again.
Yeah, I think so too. Because if you think like that, it's bound to happen at some point. You will slip up and do some mistakes, and then you just lose the race.
I swear to God, that's gonna happen.
Especially with Microsoft and Nintendo should partner up more than they are doing now. They could definitely build some kind of alliance, maybe. Not especially against Sony, but I mean, the more cooperation between the two is definitely possible, I think.
It's like you look at... It's weird to say this. Nintendo is a weirdly open company. They are weirdly transparent with why they do things.
Yeah.
So is Microsoft. They are communicating. They have a lot in common.
Yeah,
They even have IPs they could trade with each other. Like Nintendo has GoldenEye,
Yeah,
Microsoft has Banjo-Kazooie. You know,
Yeah.
could you imagine if Nintendo says, "Hey, we're remaking GoldenEye. It's going to be on Xbox and Switch," and
Yeah.
Microsoft says,
Sure,
"We're
why not?
remaking Banjo-Kazooie. It's going to be on Switch and Xbox
Or Perfect Dark or something.
or Perfect Dark." You know, that's the kind of thing they would do. You know,
And
we already
it's
have
not-
Master Chief in Minecraft on a Nintendo system,
Exactly, and it's not completely unimaginable that they will do that at some point.
but then you've got this other group over here who are just like, "No, we're fine on
We
our
won't
own."
play. Yeah, we won't play with others.
And this is the weird thing. I know
Yeah.
PC gamers get like the elitist rap, but
Yeah,
they're really
yeah.
not.
Not really. Yeah.
No, it's like,
mean,
I
I'm
can
a
I can talk to
gamer as
PC
well.
gamers just fine. You know,
Yeah, me too.
they're cool people.
Yeah.
A lot
Most
of them
are.
own a Switch because it's like
Yeah, it's a
their
great-
perfect companion system.
Yeah, I just wanted to say the same. For me, it's a great. I mean, even before the Switch with other Nintendo consoles, it's always an awesome combination: PC plus Nintendo.
Mhm.
You have the best games, almost all of the best games.
And the PC players, as far as I can tell, love being able to play with other people.
Of course, why shouldn't they?
Because why wouldn't you? It's more people to play with.
Yeah,
You know, the Nintendo
I'd argue
players,
the same.
we don't
for
care
PS4
about
players.
playing with Xbox players.
Oh, why should we?
Why
I
should
mean,
we? It's more people
Yeah.
to play with. Xbox players, they're able to do
Exactly.
it. It's like, yeah, let's just play games together because you know we're all playing games.
Yeah, just recently when I was click on Twitch, and I took a look on the available players online, and then like a few hours later I played on PC the same game,
Mhm.
and just compared it, and it was similar, and that was it just felt right. You know, why should the number of available players you can play with be different just because it's a different system?
Exactly.
It's stupid. Yeah, it should be available to everyone.
If there's a technical hurdle, sure, fine, whatever.
Yeah, of course, that's something else, but we know that it's not the problem.
We know why Sony doesn't want Minecraft crossplay, right? It's because they have to sign to
Yeah.
Xbox Live,
Yeah,
and it's like they don't want that. Nintendo doesn't care.
yeah,
They say, yeah, do it,
sure, why not?
whatever. It's like
Yeah.
it doesn't actually impact us.
No, it's just a benefit for all the players.
Yeah, all it
So
does
why
is
not
give you
do it?
achievements and lets you play with other people.
Yeah.
You don't even have to pay for it, I don't think.
No, I don't. I
We
don't
can get to
think
pay for
so.
Realms,
Yeah.
but that's it.
Maybe, yeah.
You know, that's whatever. You know,
It's worth it.
it's worth it.
yeah.
So if Black Ops 4 comes out, to loop back to what we were talking about, and
Yeah,
it does
if
this, that's
yeah, that will have an impact, I think.
that's. I think that might be, you know, pushing the boat a little too far.
That
When
could
a-
be
when a
definitely
huge
be a
game
turning
does it.
point in that regard
Yes.
because of the number of players who will notice it.
And with the Better Together update, the next update for the PS3,
Mm-hmm.
Xbox 360, and Wii U versions of the game for Minecraft is going to be the
Yeah.
last one.
Ah, okay.
Because Switch, Xbox One, PC, phones,
Sure.
VR are all on, well, Switch will
Yeah,
be
yeah,
soon,
yeah.
the same game. Updates will be simultaneous. You can play with each other. PS4 will then be the only remaining, I guess, legacy system
Yeah, you could
because
say
they
that,
don't
yeah.
want the update. I don't
Yeah.
think they're going to keep updating that version.
Maybe not. Yeah,
You know,
that will be a problem at some point.
you know, if another big game does it, and then another one does it, and then another one does
Yeah,
it,
exactly.
you know, look at the attention Fortnite got when it did it.
Yeah, I think at some point people won't accept it anymore, and then something will have to happen.
Something's got to give because
Yeah,
you've got a lot of people who want to play with each other.
yeah.
You're not
I think
letting
this off everyone, so that can't end well.
No.
I don't think it will.
So while we're here,
Yeah, but
let's-
so far Sony doesn't seem to think the same. They think
No,
they can
but-
get away with it. So
they're in the lead. They don't care.
yeah, but yeah, I think so too. If Call of Duty is out and will have the same problem, basically,
Mhm.
that will be a problem for Sony at some point.
But it'll just be a drop in the bucket for them.
Yeah, of
But
course.
if it keeps
of course.
happening,
Exactly.
like Black
Yeah.
Ops 4 will be like the Overwatch for loot boxes. You know, the Harbinger.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like,
Could say that.
uh-oh, now we're in trouble because it will happen over a year. Just every game will be cross-platform.
Yeah, now imagine just because if you mentioned it, Overwatch or even Fortnite, both of them, if they one day came to Switch and experienced the same problem with crossplay, now that would add a lot of pressure, I think, to Sony with these.
So everybody else is
Big
playing
games.
with each other.
Yeah, but not with us. At some point, they have to ask themselves why.
So, I suppose we should go over this leak.
Mm-hmm.
This who's saying, oh, I don't have any more specifics than this because I'm not the person who actually saw all of this. A contact with connections to marketing saw this and shared it with me. Remember to check back on the 7th. So, this is the guy who talks about the replacement for Virtual Console and the online service.
Oh, that one. I thought you meant something else. Yeah, that of course.
They also went over Nintendo's E3 presentation. I'm going to run down this with you. I want you to tell me how fake it is.
Yeah.
Tell me at what point you believe it's fake. So, apparently, the presentation will be 36 minutes long and focuses only on Switch titles, as we already know.
Okay,
which has been used to announce to show 3DS titles. So, a repeat of last year.
Yeah.
The first reveal is of the Spyro trilogy coming to Switch, although there's a reason they've been waiting to reveal it.
Might be, yeah.
Fire Emblem is next, and the title for it is Lustrous Daybreak, coming holiday this year.
Okay.
Yoshi is next, now subtitled Flipped Around, and features the same amiibo functionality as Woolly World, releases in August.
Flipped around?
Yes.
Whoa. Doesn't seem reasonable, but okay.
New Paper Mario game is next, and is not being developed by Intelligent Systems. Goes back to the traditional partner-style gameplay, but still heavily features the character limitations imposed for Stick Star and Color Splash. Coming 2019.
2019? Whoa, okay. Yeah. Sure, why not? I could even accept that.
Mario Odyssey DLC is next. Luigi is being released that day as a playable character and adds 70 unique moons to the game. Wario and Waluigi are also being made playable characters with 70 moons each as well.
Now that could be something that's fake or true. I'm not sure.
Okay, by this point, I've already decided it's fake. I'll explain why.
Yeah, it's too much doubt, but...
Crash Bandicoot amiibo is being made and adds harder time trials to the Insane trilogy.
Okay.
Black Ops 4 Battle Royale.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Sega reveals their Sega Ages line for the West, and 2 of the games they're releasing under it are the first 2 Sonic Adventure games.
Okay.
Super Sonic Racing is revealed and takes inspiration from Sonic R, with some characters like Sonic running on their own, whilst characters like Tails use vehicles. Some kind of Nintendo exclusive content is teased for the game as well.
No, that sounds not right.
So there is actually a new Sonic Racing game coming.
Oh, it is? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And the only thing they showed was the letter R. In the exact same style as Sonic R.
Ah, they did. I didn't realize.
Next is a Metroid Prime 4 gameplay trailer, coming 2019.
That would be great, but we don't know if it's already so far in development.
Pokemon for Switch is revealed. It's a new take on Red and Blue and features graphics that are midway between Sun and Moon and Pokemon Tournament.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, at some point they will have to make one.
Five Nights at Freddy's is coming to Switch. The reports are coming in that content may have been censored on Scott Cawthon's end, not enforced by Nintendo, coming out in the fall.
What? Why should they censor it if they don't have to?
Apparently it's on the developer's end.
Huh, yeah, exactly. Why would they do that?
2 trailers for Smash Bros. For Switch are the last things. One reveals Captain Toad, the other reveals Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. This is why they've been quiet about the Switch version of the trilogy.
What?
Gameplay shown is a mix of Smash 4 Melee, coming out September alongside the online service. Ice Climbers are said to be revealed during Treehouse Live.
Uh-huh.
So at what point did you think that was fake?
Somewhere in the middle. I mean, many of those don't sound too far-fetched, but I think
so
if you take everything together,
here's
it's just
the thing.
too much.
We already know Nintendo's first-party output for the end of this year, same as we did going into last E3. Last E3, we knew Fire Emblem Warriors, Mario Odyssey, Mario plus Rabbids, Xenoblade.
Yeah.
All those came out the second half of the year. This year, we know Yoshi, Smash Brothers, Fire Emblem, potentially Pokemon.
That's not a lot.
But we're in the same position we were last year.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Granted, Fire Emblem will be a straight-up, we haven't seen that game yet. We just know it exists.
No, exactly, yeah.
So,
same with Metroid, basically.
So the first reveal being the Spyro trilogy, I can believe that, because why isn't that coming to Switch?
Yeah, of course. If it's coming out, why not?
But the second reason is, okay, Nintendo, why did you think you were special to hold this announcement back just for Smash Bros?
That's what doesn't make sense about it, exactly.
Then again, I've seen weirder things. So the moment I immediately said this was fake, and this was pointed out on Nintendo Live. Fire Emblem is next, and the title for it is Lustrous Daybreak. That's when I clicked it was fake. Because what is another way of saying Lustrous Daybreak? Radiant Dawn.
I'm not really that familiar with
That's
Fire
already a
Emblem.
Fire Emblem game.
Oh, okay, it is. Didn't know. Okay.
So,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
If that's the case, then of course, that's a big hint that it's fake.
And I mean, come on, the next game, Yoshi flipped around.
Yeah, that sounded just wrong to me.
That's a dumb name.
Yeah, that's not a Nintendo name.
However, the August release date, I can believe.
Yeah, of course. That sounds reasonable, but anyone could have guessed that. So
Anyone could have said August for Yoshi.
yeah, so it's not really
The Paper Mario game. Okay,
definitely possible.
there will be a new
Although-
Paper Mario game.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know if it will or will not be developed by Intelligent Systems, though. But the
Can't
thing that tipped me off was
say.
come in 2019, when Nintendo
that's-
has already confirmed they will not talk about 2019 games until later this year.
Yeah, exactly. That's really strange.
Mario Odyssey DLC, they've
don't
already
believe
teased playable Luigi. So,
Yeah, of course,
Sure.
they could do that.
but Wario and Waluigi?
It's something that a lot of people, I think, asked for in the past
Yeah.
for those characters to be included, but I don't really see it. I mean, they don't really fit into that game. So
No.
Luigi, of course, but not the other two.
Okay, Crash Bandicoot Amiibo. Honestly, I think that's going to happen.
Sure, why not?
I mean, there's already been
Definitely
Skylanders
so.
Amiibo, so
Yeah, and Shovel Knight and everything. So why not?
and
Yeah.
Dark Souls and Monster Hunter Stories.
Yeah, exactly. That too. Yeah.
Black Ops 4, we've already said that's probably going to be the case.
Hmm. Yeah.
Sega Ages, featuring the first two Sonic Adventure games.
Now that's something I don't know a lot
That's
about.
something
But
I think will happen. Because
Yeah.
they said Sega Ages, they did say, if fans want to, we will extend it to Sega Saturn and Sega Dreamcast.
Okay. If that's the case, I mean, why shouldn't they? There's no.
If that's the case, first
Right.
off, holy shit, Sega Saturn games. And then again, holy shit, Dreamcast games. And if you're going to launch Dreamcast
Of course.
games, there's no
Dreamcast
better
games
way
would
to
be
do
awesome.
it
Yeah.
than with Sonic Adventure, you know? So that I can believe.
That's true. Yeah.
Supersonic Racing, I can also believe.
Sure, why not?
Metroid Prime 4 trailer 2019, as I said, no.
China, I don't know.
Pokemon for
Fine.
Switch being a take on Red and Blue. Oh, the riots. I'd be kind of down on that, honestly, because I'm sick of Gen
Sure,
1.
they could do it, of course.
They could do it. Five Nights at Freddy's, but censored on the developer's end? No, that game won't be
Nah,
censored on the
that's-
developer's end.
No, I don't see any reason why they should. do
Nintendo
that.
does not care.
Exactly, that's the thing. Nintendo is not known for censoring anything. I mean,
On the Nintendo Switch, they have pretty much censored nothing.
exactly. Contrary to popular belief, it's not like Nintendo every game to be. I don't know, playable for kids. That's
You
not
know,
how they think.
Nintendo went to Indie Create and said, "Can we have Galgun 2?" And the developers were like, "What?"
That's the thing. They care about mature titles as
They
well.
are
so
reaching
why
out
should they-
so hard for uncensored, mature titles to just
Why
come
should
to
they?
this system.
Should anyone censor?
No.
That doesn't make sense.
Five Nights at Freddy's is relatively innocent.
Exactly. There's no reason to censor anything, and definitely not by the developers either. So
And the last two things are the
Nah.
Smash trailers. Ice Climbers, they're going to come back, obviously.
yeah, sure, why not?
And Captain Toad, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
And then Crash Bandicoot and Spyro.
Thing is with the Smash roster, I mean,
We got Cloud.
basically
Okay,
anything is possible.
we got Cloud in Smash 4.
Yeah,
So Crash, I actually think might be likely.
could definitely happen. Yeah, and then the thing is, they could also add characters later as DLC, just like as they did on Wii U. So
Here's
I
the
don't
thing with
think
Crash.
there's-
Here's the thing with Crash Bandicoot and Smash, though, right? If that happens, PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale is gonna look unbelievable by comparison, because it's
Yeah.
like Brawl got Snake to advertise a game that isn't even
Yeah.
on the Wii,
yeah,
but PlayStation All Stars got Raiden. Then PlayStation All Stars got Lightning from Final Fantasy 13. Smash got Cloud
Yeah.
from Final Fantasy 7, who has nothing
Yeah.
to do with Nintendo.
yeah.
So and it didn't and PlayStation didn't even have Crash Bandicoot in their fighting game. So could you imagine the salt? I would be
Exactly.
avoiding the internet because it would
Probably.
like you saw how the internet
Probably.
exploded when Crash went multi-platform with the Insane Trilogy.
Yeah,
People were signing petitions and being pissed off about it. It's like, where have you been since 2001?
yeah. People went crazy for nothing, basically.
Yeah, and it's like this is not new,
Yeah,
but you know, this leak is clearly fake.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, some of, as I mentioned before, some of them, but anyone could guess that. So
You know what's also
uh,
bad about this? This is relatively safe.
yeah, definitely.
Granted, they did say they're not talking about 2019 games, so we kind of already know most of what's coming.
Sure. On the
In
other hand,
every sense, except maybe one or two first party games, and everything the third parties are doing.
I don't remember. Was it a rumor, or did Nintendo actually say that they have some games in their pipeline they haven't revealed yet?
Apparently.
I don't know. There could be some surprise reveal. We don't know.
Exactly.
Just like they did with the Metroid trailer, or
Bayonetta 3.
I mean, no one was expecting it at that point. Everyone wanted a new game, but no one was actually expecting.
I mean, if
it
they
to.
turn around and announce Mother 3, then, you know,
Yeah, exactly.
this could be as
something like
disappointing as they want.
or maybe even F-Zero. I mean,
Yeah, they have
people are
F-Zero
asking
game.
for it for such a long. Or Wave Race. I think they
Trademark Wave Race.
Yeah, and I think one of the developers said they're still open to doing something.
Yeah, they
with
like
it.
Wave Race, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Then again, they also just trademarked Wario Land, Dr. Mario, Paper Mario.
Exactly, and Eternal Darkness also, by the way. Yeah.
They're refusing to let that trademark go.
They could definitely do something with all these IP they have that they haven't used for a long time. That would be cool. I don't know.
I want From Software to make a Murakami Castle game.
Sure, why not?
I mean, yeah. A sequel to a game that was only on the Famicom.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Let's make it Dark Souls.
Hey, I mean, they released Star Fox 2 on the Super NES Mini, and no
That's
one
true.
would have expected that.
No one expected that, so I see Mother 3 coming at some point.
Yeah, they could
Eventually.
definitely come with some surprise.
Yeah.
Some big surprise, yeah.
But yeah, I think this leak in general is fake.
Yeah.
Some of it's believable, some of it's like, are you dumb?
Yeah, exactly.
But again, they say May 7th is kind of like the deadline for this being believed or not. So if the online service isn't revealed tomorrow,
Yeah,
whatever.
then everything is just fake.
Okay, so the
Yeah,
next thing. Nintendo Labo impressions.
Yeah.
Yeah, cardboard.
Ooh. I actually started collecting cardboard from packages when I ordered from Amazon and everything, just to have some cardboard extra.
So, I've only made the house, the car, and the piano so far.
I only made the piano, and then I realized my my modded Joy-Con didn't the IR motion camera didn't work anymore, and then I ordered new Joy-Cons, the neon yellow ones, and yeah, now the piano works. It's cool, but I didn't build the other ones.
I don't know where I'm going to put all this stuff.
Yeah, that's another problem. Yeah,
Like, I've got
Takes
a
space.
little empty desk that's covered in Labo stuff now.
Ah, okay.
It's like, well,
I should probably make some kind of desk for Labo too, because I definitely want to come up with some of my own creations, and that needs a lot of space.
yeah. So what do you think of the thing as a whole? Because some people are already declaring it a flop. And I've written at length about why that's not the case.
No, I wouldn't say it's a flop. I think just the introduction of the idea alone is a kind of success, because it's definitely something very different, and it's also, I could see the Switch develop into more than just a gaming device at some point, and this is one of the things that could go in that direction eventually. I don't know if they will release more kits. Maybe they could.
Maybe.
But I would like them to focus more on the inventing new stuff by yourself.
The only problem I have is the price.
Yeah, that's of course. I think they could just,
Release cardboard. If you've already got the software.
Yeah, or just let you print out everything yourself, so you don't have to pay for the cardboard.
I mean, you can.
Yeah, of course you can already, and they could just make it official. They could let you download everything you want and then print it out, and just sell you the software. And I mean, I don't know how many units do they sell actually.
Apparently 30% in the first week of their shipment to Japan.
No, that's not too bad.
No, it's not terrible. Yeah, people say
I mean,
it
it's of course they want to make money with it. That's.
I can't think it would take much.
No, I don't think either. I mean, the development of the, I mean, coming up with the ideas how to. I mean, just when I assembled the piano, I thought, wow, that's you have to do a lot of thinking for every single part, how to form it and how to connect everything that it works and it's stable. So I think that's the engineering took a lot of time and effort, I think. But otherwise,
I mean, ultimately, it's a peripheral, right?
Yeah,
It doesn't
exactly.
matter. I've written about it. It doesn't matter if it fails or not.
Yeah,
because it's not the
think so
core
too.
system itself.
Exactly.
So
So
even if Labo bombs, it's not the Wii U.
no, it definitely isn't. And I think it doesn't have to sell like
I don't even think it
have
has
to
to
sell
sell
that
a
much. So it's not like it's a new Zelda or a new Mario or anything. It's something completely different. So
Yeah.
it's not for everyone.
Really.
Yeah, they never said it has to be bought by anyone. They explicitly said it's for kids and for people who still feel like a kid. So
Yeah.
it's not for everyone. So that's okay.
I love the process of making the things.
Exactly, that's really fun, and I think they could do a lot of more things with it. Even combine it with other games to do, like make a controller maybe or something.
I could only say I have a problem with what you do with once you've made them.
Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, they could think about that.
Like,
I mean,
how
once
much
you've played around with it, there's this, at some point you can use the piano to control the other toy clones.
There's some people making their own games, but it's like
yeah. So I think they should focus more on that and encourage people to do more new things, because that's how it will live on. I think otherwise it will become boring at some point. I don't know.
I don't know. It might have a future. It might not. It really depends on what they feel like.
Yeah, it depends how they treat it. And
but I can't fault them for trying.
No, of course. And didn't the schools or some in the UK say they want to buy it for the schools to integrate it in the classroom and stuff? That's definitely something. I think that alone is a success.
Given the typical lesson in the UK is an hour long, I don't know how they're going to do it.
Yeah, okay, you could make it for several lessons.
They have to make it over several sessions.
Yeah, but yeah, they could like go more into education with that. That would be great.
It is ultimately an educational tool.
Yeah, exactly. For
it's
programming,
not a game. It's not a gamer's thing.
Yeah, and they haven't focused on that enough in their marketing and I think they should definitely.
I think there were some gamers buying it and then being disappointed.
Yeah, because they thought they had the wrong idea or something.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they should emphasize what it actually is about, and then I think you can definitely see a future for it. I don't know.
Well, yeah, there's a future for it. It just depends if they want to do it.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
I mean, I'm hearing some mainstream buzz on the radio and stuff about it.
Yeah, it definitely has. Yeah, and in some shows.
So, I guess also. It's definitely. I think Christmas will be the test for Labo.
Oh yeah, that could be it. Yeah.
But yeah,
it depends on what they do until then. But yeah, I mean, the Switch is already a success, so if it doesn't really matter if Labo is a success or not.
No, it doesn't, because you've already sold the thing that's in everyone's house.
Exactly, and you need to. On the other hand, you need a Switch to use Labo, obviously. Yeah. Otherwise, you could buy a Raspberry Pi or something. But they can, of course, try to create even more interest for the Switch by showcasing Labo better. I don't know. Especially show people why you need the Switch to use Labo. That's something they should emphasize more. Yeah.
The only, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just strange. Like, I don't regret buying it. But at the same time, I look at it and think, okay, in the future, what am I going to do with this?
Yeah, that's the same thought I had. I'm not sure. It might, at the end, just be something that lays around and isn't really used a lot.
Yeah, that's ultimately.
Although I would blame myself for that, I think, if it happened, but because I could always come up with something by myself, program a bit. On the other hand, I could do the same, just as mentioned, with a Raspberry Pi or something else. So I don't know. Might happen that I don't use it that much. Not sure.
I'm not sure either. Labo's in this weird position.
Yeah, it's really because it's so unique and there's nothing to compare it otherwise to.
What it's also really hard to recommend.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But my little sister loves playing with the piano.
Ah, cool. I mean, it's really once you've built it, it's really amazing how everything works and how well it works. I mean, I played around. I have a keyboard myself, so I could just compare it, and it's awesome. I mean, it's so simple how they built it or how you built it, and that it works so well. It's just amazing. some way. I also thought if they could some point combine it with 3D printing.
Maybe.
I mean, it doesn't have to be cardboard. It could also be some other material. You could let it print out somewhere. I don't know.
I can see them doing that.
Yeah, definitely possible. So I think there's a lot of potential, definitely. But we'll have to wait and see if they will tap into that or not.
I like people who are saying it's a flop based on the UK sales, and it's like, motherfucker,
Yeah,
this is like, you know, the UK is the one market globally when Nintendo hasn't broken some kind of record with the Switch.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
And it's like you know the UK is their weakest market at this point. Don't base the success of something on how it sells here.
Yeah, I think the Switch has even outsold the Wii in the first I don't know how many months, but
it's out. It's the fastest selling console ever in the US, France, Germany,
and even in Japan, I think. Right?
In Japan,
Germany
it's outpacing the PS2, and it's honestly going to catch the PS4 by this time next year.
Yeah, probably by that rate.
It's outdoing the Wii. It's the fastest selling console in numerous places. It's got the highest attach rate ever for Kirby and all these other games. But here in the UK, it's like, it's selling. Cool. You know, this should actually explain. I'm going to explain the UK market with one little shocking statistic that will forever stick in my mind.
What is that?
It is that in April 2017, I'm just going to go back to see the specific date. April 28th, 2017, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was released.
Yeah.
The UK sales charts come in on the Monday, and they only count the Friday and the Saturday.
For really?
The Nintendo release, because it goes Sunday.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And then they report the numbers on the Monday. On Monday, the 1st of May, 2017, Nintendo had their first retail UK #1 game. Since 2011.
Really?
Yes. No game on the 3DS had hit #1. No game on the Wii U had hit #1. The original Mario Kart 8 did not hit #1.
Interesting.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was their first chart-topping game since Pokemon White.
Wow. That's, especially because it's not even a new game.
It's not even a new game.
Wow.
And honestly, I was just like, okay, that should tell you everything.
Yeah, it does, kinda.
It's like 6 years. Almost exactly.
It's a really long time.
6 years for that to happen again. And it's probably going to be another 6 years before it happens again, unless Pokemon happens. Maybe. Depends what else comes out at the same time, I suppose.
No. Yeah, exactly. It often comes down to that.
So you can't base the success of something on how it sells in the UK. No. That's just stupid.
Yeah, but especially with Labo, I think it's not about it's not so much about how many units they sell, how much of an impact it can have. I mean, even on those who don't have it, maybe.
Yeah.
It could inspire other things to be created. I don't know.
Who knows? It's so hard to say.
Yeah, exactly. I think it needs more time to be evaluated properly.
The guy on Twitter who reports the MPD numbers.
Yeah.
He was saying, I can't even know how to do predictions for Labo.
Yeah, it's impossible to predict.
It's like, how do you... What is this? How do we predict how this is going to sell?
Yeah, even the question, what is this? It's not a game. It's more like a programming education suit or something.
It's so weird. Japan classifies it as an educational game.
Yeah, it's if anything, it's maybe that. But even that
game
it doesn't really sound accurate. Still.
Pulling it a bit, I think.
Yeah.
Experience. I'll use David Cage's terminology. It's not a game, it's an interactive experience.
Well, if you put it like that, a lot of things could be a game.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Which wouldn't be so bad. Yeah.
So, now we've talked about one thing potentially flopping on the Nintendo Switch. Let's talk about another thing potentially flopping on the Nintendo Switch, third-party games.
Yeah.
So, Nintendo announced they have 12 1 million unit sellers on the Switch. 8 of those are first party. Or was it 9? 8 or 9 of them are first party games. The other 3 aren't listed because they're third party games.
Which one are these? Do you know?
I think Fire Emblem Warriors is one of them.
That sounds as third party. I didn't know.
Mario plus Rabbids will be one of them.
Oh yeah, that one, of course. Yeah.
I don't know what the third one is. Again. The third one isn't Stardew Valley. That's nearly at 1 million.
Yeah, it probably is.
Probably Minecraft.
best-selling Nintendo Switch games according to Wikipedia. Oh, so Super Bomberman has 1 million.
Wait, what? Hold the damn.
According to Wikipedia. And Pokken Tournament has 1.16.
Yeah, we saw that. Though.
Kirby, okay, but these are also all Nintendo games. Only Super Bomberman is not.
Bomberman?
Although Pokken is also from the Pokemon company, so technically you could count it as third party. Yeah, wait, I can send you the link. Yeah.
Wow.
I would never have imagined it selling so well. But these are only...
Yeah, it sold 1 million. Okay,
10.
What the hell?
Yeah, what the hell, exactly.
Yeah, there's only 10 games there. There's 12 total.
Yeah, so this
one is definitely Mario plus Rabbids.
Yeah, I think so too.
The other one? Probably Minecraft.
Oh yeah, of course, Minecraft, yeah. How many units has Rocket League sold so far, by the way? Because it was number 1 for time, right?
It's still in the top of the charts here in the UK.
Yeah, exactly.
There are 4 games that are always at the top of the charts. There's the new first-party release that always shoots up to number 1.
Yeah, of
Bayonetta
course.
did it, Kirby did it, Donkey Kong just did it. Then you
Yeah.
have Football Manager Touch, which I am convinced is going to stay there forever. Because it went straight to the top and it has not moved.
And that
Rocket
was really
League,
surprising.
Stardew Valley, Minecraft.
Yeah, these are always on the top, yeah. Ah, I could see a few other third-party games do the same, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, but here's the thing. Bethesda said they're happy with their sales. 2K said they're happy with how NBA sold.
Which is surprising
Which
because...
is surprising. But that was apparently a very good port.
Yeah.
WWE,
I mean, not at the beginning with all those patches and everything.
that don't fix anything.
Yeah.
So, the thing is... Okay, so... Future Switch third-party support is something I'm iffy on. Because the Japanese developers, like Bandai, have turned around and said, yep, we were stupid. We're getting in on this now.
Yeah. And I think more and more others will as well.
Indies are already sold.
Yeah, indies, of course. They were already very active on the Wii U, so that's not surprising at all.
Square Enix is already on board, we know that.
Yeah, of course, they
Koei
are.
Tecmo has released just about every Dynasty Warriors game again.
Yeah,
on the system
Activision
already.
is just coming around.
Activision
At least
launched Skylanders on the launch day of the Switch and then said nothing until they announced Crash.
Right. I forgot about that.
Which is weird, but I also think that's how Activision works.
Yeah,
They do it and just don't say anything.
Yeah.
Ubisoft, they're on board.
No, of course they are, and Bethesda is, and
Amazingly,
yeah,
I get to say the words Bethesda likes Nintendo Switch.
I never would have imagined that, but
Nope. But here we are. I can play Doom on my Switch.
yeah,
And soon Wolfenstein 2.
by the
East
way,
America is already on board. Capcom seems to have finally gotten off their ass.
Have motion controls, I read.
Maybe.
Which, yeah, I read about it. They said it will have, which would be awesome. Yeah, what other? I think Rockstar could be coming around. I mean, they already.
Well, Rockstar's part of 2K, so if 2K barks.
Yeah, of course, 2K in general. But Rockstar always did their own thing a bit, I think, so.
I can see GTA 5 coming just because they want to get to 100 million.
Definitely, because I don't know where and who said it, but they are like. They have 90 million units sold, I think.
They want to get to 100 million, they just release it on the Switch and it's done.
Exactly, so the obvious way is to release it on Switch,
Look,
and you know how well it will
GTA
sell.
5.
It sells like... It's still selling really well on every system it's on, so... I think it's a no-brainer. If they want to, they can definitely do it, so it's not a question of technical...
It's not a question of technical things, it was on the 360.
Exactly, so it would have worked on the Wii U too, probably, but not so well, but it will work on the Switch, so if they want it, they can do it.
Here we got LA Noire for all things, so...
Yeah.
That was a game made for the PS3 initially.
Exactly.
Otherwise known as the Awkward system.
Yeah, so I could see a few Rockstar releases, and of course Take-Two in general also, but
yeah.
What else?
So the reason I brought this up is because companies like Capcom have finally gotten off their ass. They realized we should have put Mega Man on here.
Yeah.
We're giving you Mega Man X the same day. We're giving you Mega Man 11 the same day. We're giving you Okami HD, which we should have probably done in December.
Yeah.
You know, they're doing all these things. They've kind of caught up. Bandai Namco's caught up.
Mm.
You know, Koei Tecmo's doing fine.
It's just the success of the
Nice
Switch
America
that
is there
forces them.
bashing Neon Falcom over the head.
Oh.
Like, they were saying, nah, we don't want to put our games on the Switch, and Nice America is there whacking them over the head, saying, are you stupid?
Basically, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the success of the Switch just forces their hands to. At some
Especially
point, they have
Japanese
to come out.
developers. It's like, you know, the Vita is now pretty much gone in Japan.
of
It's like,
course.
you have one option.
Yeah.
Very soon, one option. Because it will start lapping the PS4 as soon as Pokemon comes out.
Yeah. At some point.
Level 5 said all their games are going to be on the Switch in the future. Yokai Watch 4 has already been announced.
Okay. Cool.
So that's already
what
a thing.
else is there?
You know, this is all great. And then there's EA.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah,
reason I
it's
say this is
pretty-
because we're not obviously going to get the big games.
Yeah.
You know, we're not going to get Anthem. We're not going to get Destiny.
No.
know.
Doesn't look like it. Or Star Wars.
Or Star Wars, but I don't think any of us particularly care.
Not really.
It's like EA can keep that, you know. But
Um,
EA's comments
what-
last year still linger in my mind because they said, we're not going to greenlight anything until we see consumer demand for the system as of March 2018.
which is
Now.
already proven.
And I think, honestly, if they don't turn around at the news of nearly 18 million units in a year
yeah.
and start greenlighting stuff now, they're going to regret it. Their
they
investors will
won't.
be pissed.
Yeah. The funny thing is when the Switch was revealed back then, and they had this guy from EA for FIFA presenting FIFA.
Yep.
I just remember the only thing I really remember is he didn't really seem passionate or convincing.
No,
about it.
have you ever watched one of
It's-
EA's press conferences at E3?
Yeah. And I mean, the
that's
release of
normal.
FIFA was exactly that. It wasn't passionate or in any way convincing that
The
they,
developers of that port of FIFA, though, EA Romania, they were
Yeah.
super into it. Like, they were
of
really
course.
proud of what they'd achieved. Because I think
Yeah,
they
but
had
it's
less
always-
than a year
Yeah, I can
and a
imagine
very
that.
small budget to make their own engine
Yeah.
and get this game working on the Switch, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I think the developers in almost every case are completely different than the people above them deciding things. I mean, if you develop a game, you always want it to be perfect and everything, of course. Why shouldn't they?
These guys probably had a shoestring budget, and we know they had less
Yeah,
than a year.
exactly. That's what I think too.
And they were at
But,
Gamescom in the Nintendo booth playing
Oh,
the
yeah,
game.
yeah,
they
they
were playing it a lot,
Mm.
and they were really happy with what they've done. And it's like,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
I would.
okay. It works quite well, but
Yeah, it's like personally, I'd say yes, well done under those conditions.
Yeah.
Good job,
Yeah.
guys.
yeah, exactly. But,
But-
I mean, company-wise, I don't see EA doing it on the Switch. I mean,
Okay, we know we're going to get NBA 2K19.
yeah, of course. From
NBA is gonna come.
Take Two. Yeah, yeah. Oh, by the way, why we mentioned Activision but didn't mention Blizzard. There could be some
Diablo 3 is
possibility.
the one going around, isn't it?
That and of course Overwatch at some point.
Overwatch,
Makes sense.
maybe.
Yeah, I don't
Diablo
know.
3, probably.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because that rumor
But-
keeps popping up.
Yeah, it definitely does. But I think Overwatch would be a great fit for the Nintendo audience.
Mhm.
It is basically the way it is. I mean, just the optics of it.
Mm-hmm.
It is just for that audience, and I guess the same would apply to Fortnite. But
Oh,
I really
Fortnite's
would
coming.
love-
We know Fortnite's coming.
yeah, we definitely know that. I just really hope they won't scrape the normal mode because I'd really like to play that one. For Save the World, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Battle Royale is fine, but I'm kind of more interested in the other mode.
The only reason I can say with absolute certainty Fortnite is coming is because it's made in Unreal Engine 4, which is already supported by
Yeah,
Switch.
yeah.
It's made by the people
Exactly.
who made Unreal Engine 4,
Exactly.
and it's already
So
on phones.
It shouldn't. Yeah, it is on phones. So why shouldn't it not be?
Granted, it's on phones in the mobile version of Unreal Engine 4,
Yeah, of course.
but the Switch supports the full version.
Exactly.
And people were saying,
So,
"Oh, but the iPhone 10's, CPU and GPU is so much better than the Switch's," and it is. Yes, in
Sure.
benchmarks. In reality, it's also a phone.
Exactly.
It is doing
And
phone
has to
things
do
on
other
top
things
of playing
as
a
well.
game. If
Yeah.
those specs were just for gaming, awesome.
Yeah,
But it's not.
that's the thing.
You
Yeah,
know,
I
so
don't really
Epic
see a
could
reason.
do Fortnite.
They could, and they probably will because
They
there's no
probably
reason
will.
not to do it. Yeah. Why shouldn't they? It won't take so much resources and effort, I think, for them to do it. They already have enough experience with all that stuff.
Yeah, they're the guys who made Unreal Engine work on the Switch.
Exactly. So I really don't see any reason. Yeah.
But because of EA's comments about not greenlighting a game until they see demand as of March,
which is stupid because the demand is there.
Fucking stupid. But it's literally EA being EA.
Yeah, it's
you know they
EA,
don't
basically.
want to support it.
Just like just like Sony's cosplay, basically.
They just don't want to.
Yeah.
You know, honestly,
let them.
I don't think we're getting FIFA 19.
Yeah, I thought about that too, but I don't really care.
The reason I say I don't think we're getting FIFA 19 is because if they stick to their word that they weren't going to even consider stuff until March.
Yeah,
that's 6 months to make FIFA 19.
It's way too late. Yeah,
and that poor team in Romania, they ain't miracle workers.
No, they can't do it in half a year or something, or even less.
You know, so I mean, if it happens, great. If not, I expect
it could be a legacy edition of FIFA 18.
It could.
That's possible.
It could just be last year's game.
Yeah, but nobody wants that.
That's what they did with the Wii U.
Yeah, they did, definitely. They did it a lot of times, but yeah, let them miss out on the Switch. I don't care. I don't know if other people maybe care, those who like their games, but
if they do miss out on the Switch, then their investors will be nagging.
Yeah,
because that's the thing Bandai Namco had to answer to.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, we missed a trick here.
Yeah, and now we realize it, and we're sorry, and now we are doing it. So
we're doing it. We're going in. Yeah. You know, that's fine. You know,
anyone
EA
can do that.
Will be grilled.
Yeah, the thing is, EA is so big they can do whatever they want, basically. Yeah. At least, I don't know. Maybe there will be a day when they won't be that powerful or anything, but I don't see it coming that soon.
Yeah, I do kind of look forward and kind of worry, because we're in this weird point now where games are being announced that started development just before the Switch was revealed.
Yeah, exactly.
And if those don't come, I'm going to raise questions. If a game that came out before the Switch came out is a late port, then, you know, you can't do anything about that. You know, just, you know, whatever, that's just life.
Exactly.
But if a game's had enough time in the oven since the Switch was revealed, since dev kits went out in like mid-2016, ask questions.
Should be a lot of time. Enough time. Yeah, that's another thing I wonder about. All the multi-platform releases, many of those had a Switch version come later, and I wonder if it will stay like that, or maybe more simultaneous releases. I don't know.
I want simultaneous releases.
Yeah, definitely.
But at the same time, these late ports aren't exactly suffering.
No, they're not. That's true.
Because unlike, say, a late port to the Wii U, there's an actual reason to buy it on the Switch.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's that, I guess.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't take too long for them to.
Yeah, as long as they're not waiting like Dragon Quest 11.
Yeah, I don't know.
That pisses me off. It's made on Unreal Engine 4. We announced it was the first game announced for the Switch.
Yeah. Oh, really? It was?
Yep. The first game. Before they even mentioned Zelda.
Wow.
They said, oh, we're going to bring it to NX. And here we are now. And it's like, right. Question.
But I guess back when it still was called NX, maybe...
no, so they do have a valid reason in that the version of Unreal Engine 4 they're using is outdated.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
So this is a weird situation of, you know how the complaint was always, oh, Nintendo uses outdated stuff. We can't downport it to the older stuff. Now it's a case of, their stuff's too modern. Shit.
Wow.
You know, you can't win either way. But...
Wasn't there some other game with the same problem?
Yes, Hat in Time.
Yeah.
We've made an Unreal Engine 3 instead of 4. And it's like, it won't come over. Their second excuse for why that game came over, I think, is despicable. Their second excuse was, we've already made enough money. And it's like, okay.
Yeah, that's really despicable.
Reel it back in. I mean, I can understand if you can't port it. You know, panic button's right there. But, you know, they put with Rocket League. You know, so just
exactly.
But the second excuse didn't really fit. But with, like, Dragon Quest, okay, so they're using Unreal Engine 4.3, I think.
Yeah, okay.
When I was at uni in May or April 2017, 4.11 came out, and that was the version that had full Switch integration. That is the lowest version to do that.
Yeah.
At some point between 4.3 and 4.11, they changed how Blueprints, the visual scripting thing, works in some ways.
Okay.
And they changed a couple of workflow things.
Okay.
Some point between 4.3 and 4.11. Because I started with 4.09.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm up.
Is that so much of a change that it would prevent them to do it?
Here's the thing, though. Epic would have been working on Unreal Engine 4 for the Switch before the Switch came out.
Yeah, of course.
Because they gave it to Sumo Digital, who made Snake Pass in Unreal Engine 4.
Yeah.
Which came out in the first month of the Switch's launch, before it was officially supported.
Yeah.
They released it in April or May 2017.
Okay. Huh.
Square would have known about this before that point.
Yeah.
They also should have realised that there isn't that much to change between the two versions.
Probably not, yeah.
But here's the thing, the game is now done in Japan. So the Switch version could come out in Japan now. Honestly.
Yeah.
It could.
Logically
Because
it should.
the other versions came out last September.
Huh.
And they're coming out in the West this September. But apparently
So
the Switch version isn't coming out anywhere until next year.
Okay.
At the earliest. And I have to ask, okay, I know this is Square Enix, and Square Enix and timely development are two things that don't go together.
Definitely.
But come on.
What the hell are they doing?
You've had a lot of time to know this was coming.
Yeah.
In fact, you would have known since probably February of last year that this was the case. And in fact, common sense should have told you Epic Games, like every other middleware developer, will not add system support to previous versions of an engine.
Of course not. Why should they?
Why should they? And people were saying, "Oh, this is Nintendo's fault." And it's like, how?
No, it isn't.
How? Sorry, their system arrived in 2017.
Yeah.
Square said they were going to develop Dragon Quest 11.
How
Square
could that be a
said
problem?
before we even knew what the system was, before they probably even knew. In fact, they admitted before they knew what it was.
Yeah.
They said, "We're going to make this game for it." And it's like,
so why say that in the first place when they weren't sure about it? Maybe even.
And then
we don't know.
People saying, "Oh, it's Nintendo's fault." And it's like, Epic's not. Nintendo can't force Epic to add the system support to a previous version of an engine.
And
no middleware developer ever will do that. There is no point.
Yeah, because it's an old version.
Secondly,
you don't do that.
Who the hell announces a game for a system they don't even know?
Exactly. That they didn't even have an official name yet. That makes no sense.
Nintendo could have released the Atari 2600 again, and Square would have been like, "Well, shit."
That's really odd.
But third-party support going forward, I think, will be fine. We're probably
generally I think so too.
We're probably going to get Doom 2.
Yeah, sure, why not?
That'd be nice.
I mean, if anything, the recent ports in the past year have shown that it's not
as incapable as people think.
Yeah.
You have to do some wiggling around in the working room.
Yeah, sure, but it's not impossible.
I mean, anything that's made in id Tech 6 can now come over. Just give it the panic button.
Yeah.
They've already ported the engine. They've ported Doom. They've ported Wolfenstein 2. They're made in the same thing.
Although at some point Panic Button will be too busy. They will have to grow.
Panic Button's apparently already too busy.
Yeah, probably.
They've done 2 things for Bethesda and 1 for Psyonix.
Yeah.
They're probably doing another thing for Bethesda. I want to say they're doing Evil Within.
So maybe...
Or Dishonored.
Oh yeah, that would be another title that could come over, yeah. But maybe Nintendo should I don't know, maybe Nintendo should try to create a porting studio or something?
They already do internally.
Do they?
So they announced this.
Yeah.
Their developers, all of them, are fully capable of using Unity and Unreal Engine 4.
Okay, that's good, yeah.
And they apparently have support teams.
Yeah, so because there are so many ports coming, and probably that won't stop, so...
Virtuos did L.A. Noire.
Okay.
For Rockstar. Panic Button has become the big, central porting studio because Rocket League, Doom, Wolfenstein 2.
Exactly.
For Bethesda. Tantalus, who did Twilight Princess HD, they did Sonic Mania.
Who did
and
Skyrim?
Ryan.
Was it also Panic Button? No.
No. They have Grezzo, who did the remake of Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time.
Ah, okay.
And then did Ever Oasis, and are now doing the remake of Luigi's Mansion.
Huh.
So
there are a couple of studios already involved.
Yeah, third parties are already hiring studios who are kind of making a name for themselves and doing this.
Yeah.
You know, Panic Button have probably never seen such good business. Because they have proven themselves to be magicians.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that going on for a while.
You know, so there are some other studios out there that they could get to do it. Like Iron Galaxy. They did Skyrim.
Oh, okay, they did that. Okay.
Yeah. And they're also the guys doing the Crash Bandicoot port for PC.
Oh, okay.
Toys for Bob, the developers of the Spyro trilogy, they did Skylanders for the Switch and Crash Bandicoot for the Switch.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, there are a lot of smaller studios, either within big companies or just out there independently.
Yeah, as long as there are enough of them and they're capable, so why not?
Yeah.
Let them do it.
But that's just the thing, you gotta kind of balance it. I can see a lot of Bethesda porting over their back catalogue.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I think they're happy. They're very happy.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, they are definitely successful so far.
Mm-hmm.
What they're doing.
So, you know, I'm not worried.
The only thing I'm worried about is that we will see too many ports, as we're doing already, and not enough original titles from third parties, because that's really something I would like to have more.
This E3 for me is kind of nerve-wracking. Because I'm going to be watching Ubisoft, Bethesda, EA, and it's like, okay, every game they announce, if it's clearly not going to work, I don't care, because it's clearly not going to work. I understand that. You know, but then there are going to be games where it's like, okay, why is that not? You know, it makes me think that Western third parties, especially, are kind of on it. You know, I'm not expecting Warner Brothers to do anything other than Lego.
Yeah, I could. Oh, why not? We had Injustice 1 on Wii U. I could port Injustice 2.
They could do Injustice 2, yeah.
I would like that, I think.
Get Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's the same studio.
Yeah,
and it is basically Mortal Kombat.
Ed Boon is massive eyebrows.
Yeah. I don't know, I would like that one definitely coming to Switch. And I just remembered Shenmue is also getting the HD remake, right?
Yeah, but that's not going to Switch. It's PS4 only in Japan. That's probably why.
Yeah, that would be definitely something fitting for the Switch. And also, because I mentioned it before, for the GameCube, Soul Calibur, the new one, is so far not. Yeah, it's not announced for Switch, but
Unreal Engine 4 people.
Yeah, exactly. So why not?
Code Vein from Bandai Namco. That's not.
Yeah, that's my main problem. They announce titles like these, and they could definitely announce them for Switch too, but they don't.
It reminds me. The Code Vein thing reminds me. I was talking with someone from a Sony site, and I was saying, okay, this is before we knew what systems it was when it first announced. So, okay, realistically, what systems do you think it's going to be? And they said PS4, Switch, PC. And I said, no, PS4, Xbox One, PC. And they were like, why no Switch? And I said, you'll see why. And it's like, this game's been in development for 2 years. And it's like, that's why.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They would have to port it again. Yeah. But even then, I would prefer a port over nothing, obviously.
Yeah, true.
On the other hand, I can always get these titles on PC. So
yeah, there's always PC. I've always got my PC here.
I don't have that problem. Other people do. There are, like in our Discord, for example, there are some people who only have the Switch.
I'm sat here on my PS4. You know, if someone
you
has a PS4,
have a PS4.
I'm on PS4.
I'm actually thinking about getting one when it gets a bit cheaper for Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man.
And so,
there's going to be a bundle.
Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption 2, and I could play Horizon finally. So for a few games I might get it and then sell it when I'm done with them, maybe. Who knows? I've done it before with the Xbox 360 when I wanted to play GTA 5.
So, I suppose going off that third-party discussion, the last thing we're going to do is probably going to be the biggest
Yeah.
topic.
Yeah.
It's around about that time where we have to make E3 predictions.
Yeah, exactly.
Because why not? So I think the company that's going first is EA.
Sure.
I think. The only one we don't have a time for yet is Sony.
Oh, we don't? Okay.
No, we don't. But I'm telling you now, it's going to be after Ubisoft and before Nintendo. So it's going to be 2 a.m. for me. It's going to be 2 a.m. on the 12th. So 2 a.m. in the morning on Tuesday.
Well, that could be interesting.
E3 2018 schedule.
Yeah, exactly. So I usually don't watch them live, but I guess on the day after that, or basically the same day
Okay, so
after work. Maybe.
the only one who hasn't announced anything yet is Sony, but we know.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one's EA. That's on Saturday, the 9th of June at 7 p.m. my time.
Okay.
So 8 p.m. for you.
Yeah.
That's on the Saturday. Jesus. E3 doesn't start until the 12th.
What?
The only company now that has their press conference actually during E3 is Nintendo.
Interesting. Why is
Nintendo
that?
has it as the show opens
Yeah.
on the Tuesday. Ubisoft does it on the Monday. Sony typically does it on the Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft and
Microsoft
Bethesda
and
now do it on the
Bethesda.
Sunday. EA
Sunday,
always
yeah.
goes first.
Yeah.
So EA, 7 p.m. my time on Saturday the 9th of June. Okay, so first thing, we can just rattle this off immediately.
Yeah.
There's going to be an NFL game, there's going to be a Madden game, there's going to
Oh
be a
yeah,
FIFA
of course. FIFA, definitely.
game. You know, that's going to be
always.
half of their conference.
Yeah.
I'm going to be there with a bottle of whiskey because, oh my god, it is so dry.
I can imagine that.
Okay, new Battlefield game. They've already said that exists.
Of course. Yeah. So, what else?
Anthem, even
Okay.
though that's now delayed till next year,
Yeah, okay, they can still show it.
they can still show it.
Yeah.
I mean, Sony showed Spider-Man for what it will be the third time
Of
in
course.
a row. So, you know,
I mean, Nintendo did the same with Breath of the Wild.
yeah, it's like we showed off in 2013. That was a mistake.
So yeah, sure.
Something Star Wars.
Of course, yeah, there could be coming something. Yeah.
Sims.
Um,
Some
what
EA
else?
originals from indie games they're publishing.
Sure, some of those maybe.
You know, the EA conference is literally.
Yeah, it's
I'm
always
dead.
It's not something you have to. It's something you can definitely miss. And
I'm glad it's not at a late time because if it was, I just wouldn't bother.
yeah,
Microsoft, 9 p.m. my
Yeah.
time on Sunday the 10th of June. So that's 10 p.m. for you.
Yep.
Now, Microsoft's last year was 2 hours long.
Really?
It might have been
What did
two
they
and a
show?
half. It was like they were also going over the Xbox One X. So
Huh. Okay.
they said this year is their biggest E3 ever,
Interesting.
which I call bullshit. But we're gonna.
Yeah, I wonder why that would be.
You don't have any first-party games, Microsoft. So, okay, Crackdown 3 better get a release date this time, and it also better actually come out on that day.
Sure.
Because Crackdown 3 was announced in 2014. It was there last year. Of the games, Sea of Thieves,
Okay.
State of Decay 2, and Crackdown 3, Crackdown 3 was the only one to have a release date. It is now the only one that isn't out.
Yeah, and it is. I mean, it's supposed to come out this year, so
Yeah, spring 2018.
they should
It's
probably
not.
show it.
If it comes out any later than August, that game's dead.
Probably.
Because if it
yeah.
comes out in September, third party season. If it comes out in October, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, of course.
You know.
Hmm.
But that game is going to have so many expectations because it's like, it's been in development forever. It was meant to have cloud computing power in it, and then that apparently didn't happen.
Yeah.
Like most of what Microsoft said in that E3 conference, actually. But I can't think of anything. You know, Crackdown 3 is going to be a new Forza game, obviously.
Oh yeah, Forza, of course. Yeah, they have.
They may finally fix the Master Chief Collection
Okay.
4 years later.
But yeah, I can't think of any Microsoft games either.
I mean, they have the marketing deal for Anthem, so Anthem will be there.
Mm,
Uh,
what else?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lots of indie games, like what they did last year.
Sure.
It'd be nice if they pulled a JRPG out of nowhere.
That would be cool.
I don't expect anything Gears of War or Fable related.
No, probably not.
Maybe Perfect Dark.
That's always an option, of
A
course.
Pipe Dream, Banjo-Kazooie. You know.
Yeah, I mean, they could make like really big games out of those, but
But will they?
if they wanted, yeah,
Will they come out this year?
probably not. Yeah,
The answer is no, because
yeah.
this is Microsoft's weak point. Like, okay, this is going to sound strange. This is going to be a
What?
scathing statement, by the way.
Okay.
Microsoft's first-party situation with the Xbox One
Yeah.
is as bad as it was for the Wii U regarding third parties.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
And it's like, I think that's more telling for Microsoft.
Okay.
Because, yeah, look, you know, Nintendo didn't have the third-party support on the Wii U. But
Yeah. They had the first party support at least.
they had first-party support because they're the ones
That's
who
what
made the box.
Yeah.
You would
that's what
expect
kept
them
alive.
to have lots of games on there. Microsoft
Yeah.
and the Xbox One, you made the box,
And then
why aren't
nothing.
you putting games on it?
Yeah.
You know? So
That's
it's
definitely the
like,
problem. Yeah.
this is honestly kind of do or die for Xbox this E3, I think. Because if they drop the ball in game variety or first-party stuff,
That's a problem. Yeah.
that's, you know, we are now nearly 5 years into the Xbox One.
Yeah.
You either fix it now, and I think it is very late to fix it now,
It's really, really late. Yeah.
or you don't at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, wasn't it always like that
No, it was alright at the start.
with Microsoft?
It was
They
okay
never
at the start.
with
It
that
just
strong-
tailed
yeah,
off
maybe. Yeah.
after 2014.
Yeah. But they never were that strong with their first-party exclusive.
Gears of War, Forza, Halo, Fable.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Halo back then, of course. Yeah, Halo.
Halo back then.
Yeah, yeah,
We're not saying Halo
Nowadays-
6 this year.
yeah. Barely people talk about it or write about
When
it.
did Halo 5 even come out? Was that like 2014?
Maybe? Can't even remember.
No, Master Chief Collection was 2014. Halo 5 was 2015,
Okay.
I think.
I think when did
Yep.
Quantum Break come out?
Quantum Break was 2014. Same as the Master Chief
Okay.
Collection.
Yeah, I remember that one got a bit of buzz, but then
Just kind
they
of
made it.
disappeared.
Yeah, I mean they luckily they put it on Windows, and then I got it on Steam. And
Oh, hell no.
it's-
Quantum Break came out 2016.
Oh, 2016. Okay. I gotta say it was quite good actually. I didn't think it would, but it was fun. But anyway, it wasn't as big as they made it.
No, it's not. You know, it's kind of
So,
sad that the biggest Xbox One exclusive this year has been Sea of Thieves. And it launched right before God of War.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, just saying. Not a good look.
Not really. I mean, it got some coverage for a short time.
Yeah, for being an
I
interesting
guess.
idea.
Yeah, exactly.
There's
But
not a lot of game.
it quickly faded away. I don't know. I remember some YouTubers being excited about it, and then it completely vanished, basically. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Alright, next, Bethesda.
Uh,
2:30 a.m. my time on the
Mhm.
11th of June.
so 3:30 here.
So 3:30 a.m. for you on the Monday.
Wow, what do they have?
What do I have to do on that Monday? Yeah, Bethesda's is
Yeah.
honestly the worst for me.
I actually don't know any new title they could announce or have
Okay,
announced.
so Bethesda has a pattern.
Yeah.
They have
They
the
have.
big games, the mid games, the niche games. But actually,
Exactly.
I should rephrase this. They're big games, they're shooters, they're mid games. So
You could say it like that. Yeah.
it alternates Wolfenstein, Doom, Wolfenstein 2,
Mm-hmm.
Doom 2. So this year, Doom 2.
That would
They're
would
big
make
games.
sense. Yeah.
It went Skyrim, Fallout 4, Skyrim again,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Starfield. A game we know
Starfield.
exists. That's its
Okay.
name, Starfield. We don't know what it is, but it exists. And I honestly think it's going to be their big game this year.
okay. I
And then
didn't
in
really
terms
hear
of
about it yet.
small games, it goes Dishonored, Evil Within.
Of course, these. Yeah.
So I think potentially some Switch news about Dishonored with Evil Within, just to cover that base. But the main focus is going to be Doom 2 Starfield.
Yeah, of course, definitely. I
And
just
maybe another
wondered,
Port of Skyrim.
will they announce an Elder Scrolls game at some point?
Not this year.
Yeah, no, I think so too.
They're still
But,
milking Skyrim.
Yeah, I mean, at some point they should probably make one. I think. I don't know.
So Todd Howard can sell it to us again. But yeah, that's what I think. This, Doom 2 and Starfield are the obvious two choices.
Doom 2 definitely. Yeah, and Starfield. I don't even know what it is, but
no one knows what it is. We just know it's a game.
maybe they could show us a bit at least, so that we get an idea. That would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next. Ubisoft.
Ubisoft. Yeah.
Monday, the 11th of June at 9 p.m. my time, so 10 p.m. your time. Now, last year, Ubisoft wasn't a cringe fest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true.
So it was nice. Okay, Just Dance. Obligatory.
Sure. Yeah.
They're going to show off Starlink again.
Oh, yeah. Probably.
The Division 2, we already know is going to be shown off.
Probably the Crew 2, I guess.
The Crew 2, when's that coming out? Is that after E3?
I think in June. I think it comes out in June. I already pre-ordered because I loved the first game. But wait, if it, they have to show it if it's supposed to come in June.
Crew 2, 29th of June. Yeah, it comes out at the end of the month.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they'll show off a bit of Crew 2.
Probably. What else?
Let's see, they just did a South Park game.
Out.
Starlink. Oh, Skull and Bones.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
That pirate sailing game. They'll show that off. Give that a proper date. Starlink is the obvious one.
Yeah.
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Oh yeah, that one. Of course. Yeah, that's probably the bigger ones even.
Watch Dogs 3.
By now. That's definitely possible. Yeah.
And probably the Mario and Rabbids DLC.
Oh yeah. That's probably.
Oh, and Splinter Cell.
Oh, well, what's the state on that one? I haven't followed.
There is a Splinter Cell crossover event with Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Oh, okay.
And it's basically saying, oh, there's got to be a new Splinter Cell game.
Yeah, okay.
So, it's going to be pretty packed. Division 2, Splinter Cell, Nintendo DLC, Starlink.
See, maybe even, who knows, maybe some new Switch game we don't know about yet?
Maybe. I'm surprised we don't know about it yet.
Yeah.
We knew about Mario plus Rabbids for years.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just, at some point there came some rumors about it, I think, but when did they reveal it? I think it was really
E3.
late, right?
They officially revealed it at E3 2017, a couple months before it came out.
Yeah.
We knew about it and saw assets from it and knew their release schedule for it months before that.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Just hoping. Probably they won't, but who knows? Maybe there will be some new game from them.
Ubisoft will be pretty good.
Yeah,
I think
definitely more than the others. I think, and also
it would be the most packed one out of the three before it.
Definitely. And while you mentioned Watch Dogs 3, I just thought they could also, of course, release one of the previous games for the Switch. Ported. Who knows? Also,
Assassin's Creed 4 would be nice.
Oh yeah, of course, Assassin's Creed. Yeah, also something that's.
I don't think we want to see an Assassin's Creed game this year.
Yeah. Yeah. Also in general, yeah.
Next, so Sony. I assume next is Sony.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I can guarantee next is Sony because they're not going after Nintendo.
Yeah.
Because Nintendo goes when the show opens.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a good idea, probably.
Because then it leads straight into Treehouse, which then goes for the duration of the show.
Exactly. So
Sony, if I'm going off previous years, 2 a.m. my time on the Tuesday.
Okay. Yeah, what could
this is in Last of Us Part 2. They've already confirmed it's being there.
Yeah.
Spider-Man will be there again.
Okay.
Because that comes out in September.
Yeah.
Days Gone will be there again, even though I don't want it to be.
Yeah.
Because that game just...
Probably Spider-Man again for the... I don't know. Which time?
They'll show off Call of Duty because they'll have the marketing rights for that. They'll say it's an exclusive 30-day first DLC.
Sure, yeah.
The Destiny 2 expansion for later this year because Sony has the marketing rights for that game. FIFA
Yeah.
because they got the marketing rights for that game. Despite that, Nintendo can advertise FIFA all they damn well please. It seems
They could, yeah.
they've done that. It's like, even though Sony has the marketing rights for that game,
Eh? Really?
Nintendo has not shut up about it. I think there's a workaround there.
Probably.
In that it's billed as a portable game.
Maybe something like that, yeah.
Let's see. In the third party sense, all the usual stuff. They might show off Dragon Quest.
Sure.
Red Dead Redemption 2, probably.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. That one, definitely, I think. Show it up.
Ghost of Tsushima, which is Sucker Punch's new game.
Okay.
They revealed that at PSX last year. Or was it Paris Games Week last year? Or Tokyo Game Show last year. So one of their was basically E3 2017 again, conferences last year.
Yeah.
The Medieval remake.
Yeah.
Probably should have some Spyro.
That's possible, yeah.
Maybe announce something Crash Bandicoot. Maybe.
What else?
Death Stranding again. Maybe we'll actually see it's a game this time.
You might.
Kingdom Hearts 3, if that's actually coming out this year.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts, of course. That's also something that I would really like to see on screen.
It's probably not happening, despite the fact it's made by Unreal Engine.
Probably not, yeah.
Then again, the previous games, the collection of the previous games is exclusive to PlayStation, which makes me wonder why they're putting Kingdom Hearts 3 on the Xbox One.
Yeah.
They're going to have no goddamn clue what's going on. Then again, nobody who follows Kingdom Hearts has no goddamn clue what's going on.
Which one was on the 3DS?
Dream Drop Distance.
Ah, okay.
Which got remade for the PS4 collection.
Ah.
Is there anything else Sony could show off? I mean, maybe a God of War expansion?
Of course, yeah, they could do that. Although it's quite fresh still, but...
Yeah, true, but so was Horizon at that point.
Yeah, right, that's true, yeah.
Something Uncharted, because they want to milk that franchise to death. Dream, Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, or Sly Cooper.
Oh, yeah.
One of the, just remind me the PS2 existed. That's all I ask for. Can't think of much else. Detroit Become Human's already going to be out by that point.
Yeah.
So we won't have to hear from David Cage for a while.
True.
I don't really... Yeah, we're kind of solid on what they've got coming. The headline's going to be Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's the biggest one.
So, Sony's going to have a good showing.
Yeah, probably.
As long as they don't linger on stuff we already knew about for too long. Like, if they show, 20 minutes of Spider-Man, I'm going to be sad to lose my damn mind.
Sure. But still a lot of stuff to show.
They do have a lot of new stuff to show. Gameplay reveal for Death Stranding and Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima. So,
Exactly.
there's a lot of stuff. Hey, maybe Dreams will finally get a release date. That weird make your own games in a game thing, and it's like, that's a tough sell, Sony.
Yeah, although Mario Maker did work, so...
No, but this is like Little Big Planet on drugs.
Oh, it is?
Like, you can straight up make games.
Interesting.
So, Sony will have a good showing. And then there's Nintendo at 5 PM my time on Tuesday the 12th.
Exactly.
Which then leads directly into Treehouse Live, which then goes through for the rest of the day, then the next day, then the next day. That's a lot of me watching stuff. And there's also, on the 11th, actually, I just realised there's a Smash Brothers tournament, not Smash Brothers, Splatoon 2 tournament.
Oh yeah, it's Splatoon, yeah, exactly, I forgot.
And then on the 12th... hang on, I need to check Nintendo's E3 site, because I need to know when the Smash tournament is, because I'm watching that.
I'll definitely watch the Splatoon tournament, or maybe parts of it, I'm not sure.
I watched the Splatoon tournaments last year, they were fantastic.
Yeah, it was really great to watch. I mean, also the European tournament, when was it? A few months ago?
A few months ago now.
Yeah, that was also interesting. I mean, watching the... I'll call them pros, but watching the pros play, it's always insightful.
So, the semi-finals for the Splatoon 2 World Championships are on the 11th at 6 PM Pacific time. Hang on, so if you go 6 PM PT to BST, that's... No, Pacific time to British summertime. So, turn those two around. So 6 PM Pacific time to UK. And it's telling me what time it is for me in Pacific time. It's
Pacific.
like, no, I want the other way around.
What are you using? I use Wartime Body for that. It's quite practical.
Let's see.
Uh,
Pacific time
what was
it
it?
will be
6 a.m. What? No, 6 p.m.
3:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time.
Ah,
So 3:30.
to 6. That would be. Wait. Oh, that's the wrong one.
11:30 p.m. for me till 2:30 to 2 a.m.
Oh, okay. That's okay. That's doable.
Which actually, if Sony's live stream is at 2
Huh.
on the morning of the 12th, then the Splatoon tournament ends and it goes straight into Sony's,
Ah, okay.
which means fine.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can always watch them later.
Yeah,
Ah, here. Yeah, I see it.
yeah, 11 p.m.
hmm
So 11. So I'm 8 hours ahead of Pacific time.
Yeah.
So 3:30 for me is 11. For 3:30 for them is 11:30 for me. So 12:30 for you.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
And then there's the main Nintendo event, which we'll go over. Then there is the Splatoon World Finals
Exactly.
on the 12th, time
Yeah.
to be announced, and then after that is Smash Brothers tournament.
Yeah. Right after
Starts
that.
right after the Splatoon 2 tournament.
Yeah. That will be a long streaming session.
Yeah, that's going to be a long
Watch.
time because let's see, that's on the 12th. So that
Yeah.
they will probably do what they did last year, which was take a break from Treehouse
Oh, yeah. They did
for the
that.
streams.
Mm,
Because the way they had it set up is they had their play area, then they
Yeah.
had the treehouse on a ledge above, and below that was the stage for the tournaments.
mhm.
So they'll probably do that again.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I expect it's really hard to tell when the Splatoon 2 World Finals will be. Some point during the day.
Yeah, I guess so.
So Nintendo's is at
Still to be announced.
5 p.m. for me, 6 p.m. for you.
Yeah.
The only press conference is at a decent time.
I could say that, yeah.
We already know Fire Emblem, Yoshi, Smash Bros.
Sure. Those definitely.
Pokemon, possibly.
Yeah, could be.
Third-party games, honestly, Fortnite,
Maybe.
Diablo 3 is obviously rumoured. Spyro, if it doesn't show up there, then it's not coming at all.
That's true. If it's coming, they should probably show it there.
I mean, it's really hard to predict because they keep their cards so close to their chest.
Yeah, that's the thing. There are a lot of possibilities.
They'll show off a bit
definitely.
of Ys 8, Wolfenstein 2, and Mario Tennis. Because those come out
Oh
later as well.
yeah. Those are.
They'll probably show off some of the Xenoblade DLC, maybe.
Oh yeah, that's
That's a thing.
yeah.
Maybe Octo expansion.
Sure. Oh yeah, they should probably show that. If there is a DLC for Odyssey, they could show that
They
too.
then show that off, obviously.
Yeah.
The last two characters for Octopath Traveler, I suppose, unless they do that beforehand.
Oh yeah.
Because that comes out in July.
Um,
Maybe drop a Wii U port, like, I don't know, Xenoblade Chronicles X, please.
there are a lot of games that could be ported, of course.
There are, most of the library.
A lot of great games that deserve more audience. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really, because we know the big names. They've already told us those are going to be there, pretty much.
Maybe Metroid's gameplay.
If
I don't
they
know.
break the
Probably
thing
not,
about
but-
not showing 2019 stuff at E3,
Yeah, we don't know if they will stick to that. That's the thing. I mean, they said they won't, but who knows?
yeah. Wouldn't be some shit if Bayonetta was this year.
Sure, that would.
That'd be nice,
Yeah,
but I don't think it's happening.
yeah. I think it's too early.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know when they started developing.
Okay, the
but I
one.
don't think so.
So there are a couple of studios we don't know what they're doing. Next Level Games.
Yeah,
The last game they did was Federation Force.
Yeah.
2016. The game before that was Luigi's Mansion 2.
so
What are they
questions,
working
What are
on?
they doing? Yeah,
Could we see that this year?
maybe.
Maybe. Could we
Retro
see?
Studios?
Yeah,
What are they
that's the
doing?
one everybody brings up. What's
Yeah.
Retro doing?
Exactly.
I mean, when you hire the composer from Deus Ex
Yeah.
and have an award-winning writer in, it's gotta not be Donkey Kong.
Kinda, yeah.
But it's like, it's been 4 years now.
Something should be coming.
Something new, I think it is. I
Yeah.
mean, new. Unless they're being
That
given
would be
some
awesome.
really obscure IP to revive.
Yeah, they could, but just, as mentioned before, they could revive GameCube IP, like Eternal Darkness or...
People keep saying they want Retro to do Eternal
F-Zero.
Darkness.
Yeah. I
Is it
mean,
wrong I want to see them do Sin and Punishment?
oh yeah, that would be possible, yeah.
Although that kind of feels more like Platinum's thing at this point.
Oh yeah, that could be a great fit for them too.
But I mean,
Although Platinum
are we
have
at the
their
point
hands full.
where Retro has to turn up?
Yeah, at some point they have to, right?
It has to be.
Although-
If it's a 2018 game, it's at E3. If it's a 2019 game, they have to show it off this year.
Not. Yeah,
Because people
Yep.
are dying at this point to know what Retro's doing.
they should kind of satisfy
Because
that.
Retro
demand,
Studios is Nintendo's Naughty Dog.
Yeah, yeah.
In that
definitely.
everything they touch turns to gold.
Exactly. So why haven't they, for such a long time, released something new? Yeah, or developed something.
It's like, please tell us what you're doing. And it's like, no, secret. It's like, please, secret.
Yeah, I think the only news about Retro was just recently studio left. I think
Yeah, the scenario writer, I think.
something. Yeah,
Who was award winning anyway, which is, that tells me
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
Donkey Kong.
yeah.
Unless you're
So-
doing a horror game with Donkey Kong in it. At which point the Deus
Sure,
Ex
do
composer
something
makes a lot of
completely
sense.
new. Why not? But no, I don't think so. But would be fun to see something no one has thought about. I don't know.
Hey, would you like a new Star Tropics game?
Maybe.
Retro is this wild card, and the next level is
Yeah.
probably doing another Luigi's Mansion game.
Yeah, that's possible.
Um,
We mentioned it before because of the rumors. Paper Mario, who knows? Although
Yeah.
I don't think it's the right time for that.
no, I think it's too soon after Color Splash.
Yeah, exactly. I think
I
they
think
could do
they'll
that
port
in a
that
few
first.
years. Yeah, but before they port that, they should port other games. First.
Yeah.
Um,
There are
Like the new Braid
because
and-
Color Splash is sort of a recent game.
yeah, it's too recent. F-Zero, I mentioned it several times now, but I think a lot of people are waiting for a new one. So,
Yeah, they're clamoring for F-Zero.
you remember when Miyamoto, we will do another F-Zero when the controller's right for it or something?
It's like, just get Sega to make another damn F-Zero game.
Yeah, probably. But I think it's the time to do it. I don't know.
Yeah, with Nintendo, you kind of know what we're getting, and it's like, okay, but
Yeah,
they're gonna have
there's-
something that we're not
Yeah, that's-
expecting. Like, if you told me last year they would announce
Yeah.
2 Metroid games,
Yeah.
if you told me they even announced 1, I would have laughed in your face. If
everyone
you told
was
me one of them
hoping
was
for it,
Metroid
but-
Prime 4,
Yeah, no one was expecting it. Only hoping for it.
yeah, they do that every year.
Exactly, because they have so many IP to, so something has to come, something new, something great.
The thing that was going around was, will Shenmue 3 finally come out? Will Last Guardian finally come out? Will Final Fantasy 7 finally get a remake? All those happened at once, admittedly.
Yeah.
Granted,
True.
only one of those games has actually come out so far.
Yeah, but
And I think
still.
only 2 of them are actually games.
Yeah,
But those are kind of like the holy grails on that side. On this side, the holy grails are Metroid Prime 4, F-Zero,
Mm-hmm.
Wave Race for some.
of course. Wave.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a game like Wave Race shouldn't take that much resources.
Where's Pikmin 4? And Mother
Right,
3.
Pikmin, yeah, and of course, which I completely forgot until now, Mario Maker should definitely return in some form.
Mario Maker?
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know how, but
they could.
it just had too much potential. It had so much hype when it came out.
Mhm.
So many people were streaming, and
I can see Mario Maker coming.
yeah, in some form it has to return. I think doesn't have to be a completely new game. Maybe a deluxe version.
Okay, the way we're going to kind of do this is because they said we're talking
Mm.
specifically 2018 games.
Yeah, exactly.
So, late June, July, August, September, October, November, December.
yeah,
June,
not a lot.
we already know Mario Tennis Aces and Sushi Striker are their big games.
yeah. That's the thing. The most games for this year we all so
July, we already know Octopath Traveler
yeah.
is their big game for that month. And Captain Toad.
Yeah, oh yeah, that one.
Coming out on the same damn day. Oh, and Crash Bandicoot as well. They're quite proud of that.
Yeah.
Then August. I think Yoshi is August.
Oh wait. Octo expansion is also coming July 31st. Yeah.
Probably if it's gonna coincide with the Pearl and Marina amiibo.
Yeah.
That's a very expensive day.
Yeah. What else?
Okay. So
August.
we know those kind of games. Yoshi, August.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Without doubt. Smash, September.
Exactly.
Without doubt.
Um,
October, Fire Emblem.
Oh yeah. That's
That
not bad.
leaves a big game for November and December. November, they could leave it like they did last year to third parties.
Of course, that would be fine.
Or,
And then something
if
for Christmas.
Pokemon is coming, November.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
That's
December.
also possible. Maybe.
And the December game, to be honest, they could announce something at E3 for later this year. Now I'm thinking about it.
Maybe.
There is space for it.
Could be. Question is what? Oh wait, did Odyssey did Odyssey release in November?
Oh,
Last
very
year?
end of October, a week after Fire Emblem
October.
Warriors.
Okay.
The slate for last year was Mario Rabbids in August,
Yeah.
Samus Returns on the 3DS in September, and Pokemon Tournament in September.
Oh yeah.
The Mario and Luigi remake, Fire Emblem Warriors, and Odyssey in October. Skyrim, Doom,
Right.
LA Noire, Rocket League in November.
Yeah.
Xenoblade in December.
Right. So what's coming out in December?
Don't know.
I mean,
I've pegged Fire Emblem for October.
maybe. I mean, it's Christmas, so they can't just let it go without a release, right?
I don't
will
know,
they?
because the only games we know that are guaranteed this year are Fire Emblem, Yoshi, and Smash.
Yeah. So what are they not telling us?
They're not telling us about one game.
Yeah.
Even if Pokemon comes out, they're still not telling us about one thing.
Yeah, I think so too. It's totally imaginal.
It's not Metroid.
No, we know that it's not that one.
Oh,
But...
isn't Ridge Racer 9? Is Ridge Racer 9 or 8?
Oh yeah, they
Rumored
said
exclusive.
something about it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that.
Maybe. Definitely possible. Yeah. When was it when they talked about it?
That was on a LinkedIn profile for a guy who was also working on Metroid Prime 4.
Oh no, yeah, it was that. Wasn't something official.
Bandai Namco developer.
Yeah.
Mentioned Ridge Racer exclusive for Switch.
Right.
And a shooter for Switch.
Well,
which
that's
mentioned
really
it was
vague.
Metroid.
Who knows?
I mean, they could, if Pikmin 4 really is as far along as Miyamoto says, they can finally do it.
Oh yeah, he said that, right?
He said that in 2015.
Well,
Pikmin 4
maybe
is
that's
nearly
the
done.
December game. Who
Maybe
knows?
Pikmin's the December game.
That's
I mean, I know
possible.
everyone sat here going Animal Crossing.
Sure, they're waiting for
I'm
that one
still
too.
maintaining Animal Crossing is a better summer game. But it could happen.
Definitely.
I don't know.
It's hard to say because there's not much info.
Even if Pokemon is this year, that still leaves at least 1 month
Yeah.
where they
think
could
so.
put something. But what that something is
Yeah, we don't know.
a different matter entirely.
It could be anything.
Because there's nothing they've announced that exists
Yeah.
that could fit in that slot reasonably.
Yeah.
The only games
Yeah,
that could
but-
are called Metroid and Bayonetta.
Mhm.
Those are
Yeah.
next year.
Exactly. So that doesn't seem likely to be pushed to 2018. It's probably something we don't know about yet.
You know,
They've
that's
done
a
it
kind
before.
of terrifying thought, isn't it? That they're going to turn up with something we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
And honest to God, you know, maybe Fire Emblem is December and they put retros in November.
Maybe. Yeah.
Whatever they're making.
Yeah.
May it
But
be
I'm-
good.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure there's at least one game, maybe for this year, that we don't know about yet, because they've done it before
They have done
a
it
few
before.
times. Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me if they've done it again.
But what would it... I don't know what it would be.
There's just too much to choose from. I mean, there's so many possibilities. Basically,
It's.
I don't know.
Questions need answered.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Huh.
Not Kirby, not Donkey Kong,
No.
not Yoshi,
Probably
because Yoshi's
not.
already getting the game. Xenoblade's already out.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Okay, let's way down by this.
Yeah.
Smash is already a huge game.
Exactly. Yeah.
If Pokemon is this year, that's the other huge game.
Sure.
So this unannounced one doesn't need to be massive.
Oh, you're right. It could be a smaller or mid-tier game. Yeah.
But Capcom also listed on their site 5 games for E3.
Oh, they did.
2 of them, so it goes by system. So there's a fighting/wrestling game for PC, a fighting/wrestling game for PS4, which makes me think that's Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, of course.
Then they said an action-adventure game for Xbox One, an action-adventure game for PC, which I think is Dead Rising,
Makes sense.
and an action-adventure game for Switch. Now, I think that's Okami.
Oh, yeah, that
But if it isn't,
makes sense. I mean, they already released the HD remake, so on PC and stuff. But
that's what we're getting at some point this summer.
yeah, that's really likely. Yeah.
So that's probably that. But wouldn't it be great if it's something else?
Of course.
Like Dino Crisis.
Oh, what about Monster Hunter? Is there any news on that
I
for
doubt
Switch?
it.
Probably not, right?
I doubt Monster Hunter.
I haven't heard anything about it yet, but
Nope. They could bring over Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
oh, sure, that could be.
You know, the most niche game that I've ever seen in my life. It's so Japanese, even the Japanese didn't want to buy it.
Basically, yeah. What else could they be revealing?
It's so hard to... Okay, I'm going to look up a list of Nintendo IP. Screw it, we're doing it this way.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's the problem with the other companies. You have a fairly.
You can kind of... You know, with
Idea.
Microsoft especially, you can just kind of count on one hand.
It's kind of predictable, but
1080?
Oh yeah, they mentioned it at some point.
I mean, Steep's not coming out at this point.
Wait, but isn't Steep also announced for Switch?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
That was about last year. It's not here.
Yeah,
Have you noticed?
exactly. Of course, 1080p. Yeah, 1080. I mean,
1080p.
yeah, 1080 is in 1080p, please. Yes, but that's definitely possible.
I mean,
yeah.
Animal Crossing.
Sure.
Box Boy, I doubt.
Yeah, but one of these smaller 1080 Wayfares Animal
Chibi
Crossing
Robo.
definitely. Oh yeah, or that one.
I mean, maybe a
Maybe
Mario
they could-
versus Donkey Kong game.
They could also try to. I mean, it's not that likely, but they could try to make a game that somehow ties into Labo. I don't know. Maybe use it as a controller or something.
Golden Sun? I'd love that. I know someone who would buy
Sure.
a Switch the second they mention those two words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's already going to buy a Switch, but
Okay.
it's like that would make it a that day purchase.
Sure. Why not?
Kid Icarus,
Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah.
maybe. Mario Party, that's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I mean, we're already getting Mario Tennis.
Mm-hmm.
Paper Mario, maybe. Mario and Luigi, maybe.
Sure. These are definitely possible at some point.
Luigi's Mansion, again, that's a maybe.
Yeah, but I'd actually like to see Luigi's Mansion. I think because I haven't really played the original and also not the ones on 3DS. So why not make the jump to the Switch?
Advance Wars, doubt it. New Super
don't
Mario
think so
Brothers,
either.
please no.
No, don't need that.
Pikmin, Pokemon, we already know about.
Yeah, Pikmin, of course.
Pushmo, doubt it. Punch Out, maybe.
Yeah,
Another
Probably
Rhythm
not
Heaven
that.
game.
Hmm.
Sin and Punishment, Star Fox.
Yeah,
That
of
feels
course.
too soon.
Yeah, probably.
Style Savvy, if they want to start getting that 3DS market.
Hmm. Yeah.
Wario Land.
Nah, don't think. Oh, maybe they will, but don't think so.
I don't. Sequel to Arms.
Just too soon.
Too soon. Codename Steam, doubt it. Ever Oasis, doubt it.
Yeah.
Eternal Darkness, maybe.
That would be a great
Geist.
surprise. Huh, yeah.
Ice Climbers, doubt it.
Uh, I don't know. What else?
Pandora's Tower.
Okay.
Shin Onigashima, if you know for anything other than that song in Smash Brothers. Soma Bringer, if they want to get the Monolith Soft in on something.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Sushi Striker, that's coming out in June. Tank
Oh, yeah.
Troopers. Did Tank Troopers come out?
What? Not that I know.
I just remember that game exists. Did that game come out? 21st of December 2016.
Okay.
Okay. That exists.
Didn't know.
I was just reminded that that's the game. The Wonderful 101? Maybe.
Oh, yeah, they could definitely do that. Or just port it, maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, I didn't like it that much on Wii U, but it's one of the many games that definitely deserve a
want.
port, I think. Yeah, and also that, and I don't know, the Wii U had a lot of really great games, and they only got played by, I don't know,
13.5 million people.
yeah, so, or even less than that, so...
Well, the
I
highest
think
selling game
it's-
was 8 million, so
yeah, they should definitely port the great Wii U games, those that
I
aren't
don't know
already.
what they could do, honestly.
Yes, too many possibilities.
Because
to
now we're
predict
in the
it.
point where, okay, all their main franchises have been done.
Yeah,
We have a Fire Emblem game, we have a Yoshi game, we have a Kirby game, we have Donkey Kong, we have Splatoon, we have a new IP, we have Zelda, we've got Mario, we've got Mario Kart, we're getting Pokemon.
exactly.
What's left?
So,
It's like now we have to start getting the Pikmins,
yeah,
the Mario Sports games, the
F-Zeros,
Mario RPGs.
those exactly. Yeah, one of those or several. Maybe it's really Mother. Who knows?
Hey, they do a Mother collection, sure.
Yeah,
That'd break the internet.
definitely.
They're gonna have some internet breaking thing, like
Probably. It's bound to happen with Nintendo.
if they broke the internet twice
yeah.
with Metroid last year.
Oh yeah.
Because the thing is, last year they had those announcements that had people stop and listen.
Yeah, definitely.
This year,
Well, Smash
Smash
was
Brothers?
definitely one
yeah,
of
that's a guarantee.
those. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't like. They're the wild card this year.
Yeah.
It's like last year we knew they were going to have a good showing.
Yeah, of course. It was obvious before.
This year it doesn't feel as impressive.
Yeah, probably because it's the second year, so we
Yeah.
don't really know what to expect. We know they will show some stuff, but
I mean, the only thing we say is what characters are they going to reveal for Smash Bros.
yeah, I mean it's a small aspect of one really huge game, but everyone is
But
will
it's the
probably be
hype
talking
cycle.
about it. Yeah, exactly. So I guess
The real
that will
question
get a lot of
will we
attention.
get Mega Man back? And why is the answer they better?
I don't know. I did like having Mega Man in it, although I didn't play that much with him.
I mean, Bomberman.
On the other hand, I'd like to see Ryu return,
Yeah, Ryu.
personally. And,
The
I
only
like
character
it,
I'm iffy on is Ryu and Cloud.
Yeah. Okay.
Bayonetta's coming back.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah,
Sonic's
that's-
coming back because
that's
he's
a
Sonic the
given.
fucking Hedgehog.
Sonic, of course.
Mega Man probably.
Yeah.
And Pac-Man because Pac-Man.
Sure.
So Bomberman,
from
Simon
that,
Belmont.
maybe some new third-party character, one that hasn't been.
Honest to
featured
God, everyone's
previously.
looking at Crash Bandicoot.
Sure, that one, or even
That would
Rayman.
make the world stop.
They could bring Rayman back.
I mean, honestly, I expect a Ubisoft character.
Yeah, that would make. Or the rabbits, of course, the
Yeah,
rabbits.
they could put in Rabbit
Yeah.
Peach. That'd be
Yeah.
weird, but they could. They could do
But
that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, seems likely.
There's going to be a new Pokemon because there always is.
Sure.
There's going to be a new Fire Emblem protagonist because there always is.
Yeah. Oh, and from Xenoblade Chronicles 2, of course, someone from that game.
The less I have to think about Xenoblade 2, the better I'm going to be.
Yeah.
I don't like that game. I need to give it
Yeah.
another shot, but it's like you lost me after a few hours.
Yeah, I have the same problem. I just stopped playing basically, and I just enjoyed Xenoblade Chronicles X a lot more. I don't know.
So did I. Which is weird because not a lot of people like that game. But I was
I
like,
think,
this is
I think-
amazing.
I think a fairly amount of people did like it, but still.
Yeah, probably
It
because
was
of
maybe
YouTube,
a
because of the
bit-
system it was on.
Yeah, and then also because maybe the new game is more accessible than the.
X is certainly not an accessible game.
Yeah, but still, it was really great. The story was awesome. The world and
You know what I liked about it? The story wasn't in your face.
the depth. Yeah, exactly.
The pace feels really off in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I know it's an RPG, but that is a lot of talking.
Yeah, and also it's not as open as X was.
No, that's part of the reason I liked X. It's like I'm exploring this entire
Yeah,
planet.
Me too.
And it looks amazing for being on the Wii U.
Exactly. So I don't know. Maybe a port with 1080p would be also.
Okay, so I'm telling you now, if we're in a call live streaming E3 or any Nintendo
Yeah.
Direct and they announce that, I will scream like a girl. So
Me
that's my
too,
favorite
bro.
game ever.
Yeah.
That is like
It's funny.
the top of my list.
It's funny because I hadn't played any JRPGs before, basically, and it's probably not the best JRPG to start playing those.
Oh no, it's not.
But strangely enough, the complexity and the depth of it really, I don't know.
I'm still discovering things in that game.
Yeah, it's really great. I like that about
It took me a year to find out you can change who's leading your party and who you're playing as.
it. Really?
Yeah, and I was like, the hell?
When it was new, I did researching, reading a lot of posts on GameFAQs and other sites in wikis and stuff, just to learn everything, just to know how to play this game. And I kind of like that to put this effort in.
But yeah, that is my favourite game ever, and it was a game I just bought on a whim. It's like, I bought myself a PS4 at the end of 2015, so I couldn't get that for Christmas.
Wow.
And I already bought myself a 3DS XL, so I couldn't get that for Christmas. So Mum was just like, what do you want for Christmas? And I was like, you know what, this special edition of this game is £50. Let's just buy that and I'll see what it's like. And it's my favourite game ever.
And I didn't even know what to expect from it, and
So did
I just bought it because it looked interesting and it was something new for me. And a friend of mine who was playing mainly on PC and a bit of Wii U, his PC was broken or something, it didn't work anymore, and he was playing GTA Online, I mean, and so he did need something to replace that for a few weeks or so.
A few weeks?
So
That's being generous.
I don't know, for more than a few weeks, of course, but he needed something.
It took me 6 months to finish that
replacement.
game.
Yeah, I still haven't finished the last battle. We both bought it and really liked it, so it was kind of a surprise, a good one, definitely.
That's what it was. It was a surprise. I just took a chance
Yeah.
on this game.
Yeah, me too. And I don't know. I thought, yeah, it's Nintendo and it's a open world game. It looks interesting. It looks weird. It's a JRPG. I don't know. I just
And it
buy
has
to
giant
see what-
robots.
Yeah,
and
and
anime
dinosaurs
music.
and stuff. And yeah, that too. And a great story, really.
Oh yeah.
I'd really like to see a sequel in that world. Or not in that on that planet, but
I think
the
it will be on that
continuation.
planet.
Yeah, maybe.
Because the ending of that game, it's
Yeah.
like sequel bait, sequel bait,
Yeah.
sequel bait, sequel
It
bait.
is.
It's like you leave with more questions than answers. You have some answers for some things,
Yeah.
and you can kind of piece some things together,
Yeah.
but
you
it
still have
gets weirdly supernatural.
question. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I hope they will do something with that
They better.
at some point.
That'll make me squeal like a girl even more. Xenoblade Chronicles X2? Yes.
Yeah, there's too much potential to leave
Straight
it.
into my veins, please.
Yeah.
You get any say?
I mean, the main reason why I got Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is because I liked X, and I knew it was different, but still I got it because the other game was so great. So, I mean, the 2 is not bad, but it's not the same.
No, it's a very different kind of RPG.
Yeah. And it's kind of, it is more accessible, but at the same time, I often felt lost and stuck. I don't know.
It feels more
Didn't
limited.
really know. Yeah, exactly. I didn't know what to do and where to go. And that's really frustrating. But anyway.
Yeah, E3 is going to be fun to watch.
Really looking forward to whatever they
E3 is going to be fun to watch by the end of it. The start of it's going to be an absolute drag.
Yeah, the start will be
because it leaves with EA. Yeah. Let's say we did.
Yeah, I usually don't watch it live, or most of it, maybe the Nintendo part, but the other stuff I'll just watch later. And I mean, at that point, you have some gaming sites detailing what is interesting and what is.
I'll be typing it all up in the Discord. I'll make an E3 channel.
Good. Cool. Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
And just have me screaming if they announce Xenoblade.
Or anything else that could be
hype
potentially great. Yeah.
Yeah, because you see, the weird thing is I don't care about Donkey Kong. I don't really care about Yoshi.
Yeah.
Don't care about Fire Emblem.
Me too.
I'm here for Smash currently.
Yes, I mean, I'm not even a big Smash player, but I would to that.
Oh no, I love Smash Bros. The only time I've ever been to a midnight launch.
I haven't played it really before the Wii U version, but
which was the same day Pokemon Omega Ruby came out.
Oh really?
So I bought that at the same time.
Funny, interesting.
And we just stayed up all night playing Smash. I had work the next morning.
Oh fuck!
I slept for 3 hours and I was on a 12-hour shift.
Yeah, sometimes I remember when Breath of the Wild came out. I mean, I felt like I was waiting for it for so many years, and the moment it came out and was installed on my Wii U, I played it, I think, 40 hours in the first 3 days. I barely slept at all. And at some point, I just felt like I was really in Hyrule. I didn't really feel like being in the real world anymore. And that this was really strange, but at the same time, really great. I really
that's how it happened for me with Smash. It's like Smash comes first.
Just some games, when they come out,
I know there's this remake of my first ever Pokemon game here, but Smash Brothers.
Exactly. So, when Smash comes out, or when they just reveal it, I think that will be really exciting.
I mean, I think people need to understand it's not a port.
Yeah, definitely.
If it was a port, we would have known by now.
Yeah, I think so
it's
too.
It's a new game.
They have no reason to hide it if it's just a... So,
I mean, yes, will it be... Here's the thing, yes. Will it look different from Smash 4? Probably not, because Smash 4 was already 1080p 60 frames per second. You can't go any higher on the Switch.
And they also said they didn't really know how to improve on it, so...
I mean, you could improve like the detail and stuff, and the lighting and everything with the more powerful Switch, but that's about it.
And the gameplay, I don't know. I'm not an expert on that.
I mean, if the gameplay was just Smash 4 again, I'd be okay.
Yeah, exactly. What else do you want to add?
I mean, make it a little faster.
Maybe, yeah.
Some more balancing, maybe. That's about it.
Yeah. But that's more like details.
Mm-hmm.
There are no big changes.
Smash 4 as a core to build on top of is perfect.
Sure. Yeah. Same with Mario Kart, basically.
We're never getting Mario Kart 9.
They can't do anything big. They can't add anything else, I think.
Mario Kart 9 needs to launch with 48 courses.
Yeah, they have more content, of course. You can always do that, but the core game can't.
Let's just keep re-releasing Mario Kart 8. Let's keep re-releasing Splatoon 2.
Sure. Yeah, at least with Splatoon, maybe they can come up with some new thing.
You know Splatoon's getting more than a year of updates now, right?
Yeah.
I know they said a year of updates to of Splatfest. It's more than that now.
Yeah, which is great.
Which is good for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to have some weapons that aren't dualies. Like a new version of a squeezer.
Definitely.
Or some new GooTubers, maybe. Or some new weapon classes, again.
Yeah, I mean, they've done it a lot of times before. Why not continue?
Yeah.
And even more stages, of course. And
how many do we have now? We have 20 now, don't we?
I think it's 20, yeah. And there are still a few to come, and a few old stages that haven't been announced.
There's the only stage left to come that has been announced is that new one.
Yeah, this what was the name?
Wahoo World.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. I could totally see them get up to 25 or 30 stages at the end.
Well, the first game stopped at 18, didn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So 30 doesn't seem that unreasonable. I think it was 18, but something like that.
Stages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 if you count 50 station.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's
a lot
really...
of levels. Yeah, hang on. Which ones here have I never played on? Gobi Arena I've barely played on.
Oh no, I have played that quite a lot when it came out.
Piranha Pit I've barely played on. Schellendorf I've barely played on.
Ah no, I like that one.
And Wahoo World hasn't even come out yet.
Yeah, that's the one.
Early June apparently.
Yeah. And then we'll see what comes after that. I also wonder if they'll add anything else to ARMS or if it just stops at some point. I don't know. They said they won't, but I guess it suffered by releasing 1 month before Splatoon.
It did, yeah. I haven't played that game since September.
Yeah, I have played it last weekend with a friend, but that was the first time since I don't know what. So maybe that wasn't a great decision.
I mean, ARMS is fine, but
it was actually the game apart from Splatoon I looked forward the most to when I bought the Switch. I don't know.
I mean, for me it was Mario Odyssey because I'm a platformer guy.
Yeah, of course. Although I didn't like Odyssey that much. I'd really like to get a new Galaxy actually, but I don't see that coming.
I mean, they've already said there are two series in 3D Mario: Sandbox and Linear.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sandbox being 64 Sunshine Odyssey.
Yeah, exactly.
So I could see them doing another linear one.
Yeah, I don't like those that much. I don't know.
Well, the linear one's a Galaxy.
Really... Oh, you mean I thought you meant like a
yeah, they have two
of course
branches. They got Linear and Sandbox.
Yeah.
Linear is Galaxy, Galaxy 2, 3D Land, 3D World.
Yeah, although I never saw it as that linear. I mean, you could still visit.
Galaxy 1 is a weird middle ground. Galaxy 2 is a linear game.
Yeah, it's more linear than the first one, definitely. But it didn't feel like it for me when we were in the levels. Places to go and stuff.
Galaxy 2.
But yeah, technically it was
felt a lot more linear.
Yeah, it kind of was. I think that's because Miyamoto's influence was higher on that one. It also had less story because of him. But it was gameplay-wise, it was definitely better than the first one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've just like the basic principle, so I'd like to see them go back to that one, but I don't think it will happen.
I don't know, depends what Koizumi wants to do since he's now in charge of Mario.
Yeah, that too. So...
Well, I don't think we've got anything else to add to this wonderful discussion about E3 potentially being shit.
Yeah, I guess there will, as always, there will be something interesting, surprising, or exciting.
I mean, E3 2015 happened.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Amiibo Festival, Federation
I forgot
Force.
about that. Yeah.
Star Fox Zero.
Yeah. Although that wasn't so bad as maybe people made it, I think. But
oh, Amiibo Festival was.
Yeah, that definitely was. Yeah.
That was a mistake.
But Star Fox was okay.
Star Fox was fine.
Yeah, I kind of enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't one of the best games ever or something, but it was fun.
It was a game to play on the Wii U in 2016.
Yeah, exactly. So
I think my favourite Wii U game in 2016, not counting Xenoblade, which I was still playing, was Color Splash.
Oh yeah.
Because Color Splash, I think, is if that is the way Paper Mario is gonna stay, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
Especially that writing. That writing is gold.
Yeah, the writing was really great. I loved it. It was so funny sometimes.
There's a couple more things they could do to the gameplay, but I think structurally, it's fine.
Yeah, basically
and visually,
they could keep it. Yeah, visually, the visuals were awesome. I think they could definitely port it at some point if they want.
Oh, I'd love a port of Color Splash.
But yeah, not so soon, I think. But
I mean, I mean.